Hello there.
Hello everybody, how are we all doing tonight? It is lovely to see you. Thank you all for tuning in for some more Rogue Trader. I'm sorry that we didn't get a stream for this last week. I was unfortunately dragged against my will to go to a comedy show, and I had a really good time, so it meant that I couldn't stream. So thank you all for tuning in again this week. Congratulations for Pangoo for getting first on this stream. It was a hard-fought fight between you, Craig West, and Tachyon. We still haven't had someone get a second first yet, so the leaderboard still doesn't have anyone properly at the top. Lots of just individual one firsts, but no two firsts. Craig West, I'm sorry. Also, you didn't get in there. Also, good to see. Who else we got here? So we've got Tachyon, we've got Craig West, we've got Pangoo, we've got Daedra, good to see you. We've got Anarchy TV. Congratulations for making it in time. I do have a special announcement to make this stream as well, but I can't make it just yet. I have to wait for a certain time to pass before I'm allowed to make the announcement. So when it happens, I will make sure, well, you'll know because I'll be doing it live on the stream. Until then, why don't we play some Rogue Trader? Let's get the game on screen for you all. So if I click on this button here, you should see Rogue Trader. Excellent. Let's go show here. I've had to turn off the audio when I'm not in the window for reasons. So that's going to be happening a couple times tonight. But let's continue the game. And last time, we were exploring the forests of Yanis. We had some pretty hard fights, which was actually quite good fun. We met up with a bunch of Eldar, including a Farseer, and we used our exceptional conversational skills to avoid having to fight him. Instead, we actually got to convince him to work with us, is probably the best I could say for the situation that we're in. Now, one problem we have is that our party is pretty busted. Hey, Bin Laden, good to see you. You are indeed just in time. We've just started gameplay. The team is a little bit busted, so Abelard currently has a crippled arm. Sister Argenta has some head trauma. Our new Eldar friend has some head trauma. And we also have a crippled leg on Jay. So we're a little bit banged up. We're in a little bit of an awkward position. Now, I don't think we can fast travel out of here. I think we have to run all the way back to the start of the area to get out. Oh, there's a doorway here. So, okay, we can return to the void ship from here. We're probably just going to return to the void ship to get everyone cleaned up. Hey, Gabe, how's it going? Our Gab channel. Thanks for joining in. There's some loot here we can grab, so we might as well grab that on the way out. Anything interesting here? We've got the Orthlak Mark IV. It's just a solid projectile pistol with a burst fire. I don't know what's special about it. It has a high rate of fire, by the looks of it. Recall high rate of fire 6. With 2 shots if you do it in the high fire. Definitely nothing anyone is going to particularly want to use, I don't think. I do need to come through here and clean up our inventory, actually. I don't need this Thunder Hammer. We'll hold on to the Melta. I don't think I need this auto gun. I don't need this Thunder Hammer. We'll hold on to the Diviner's Staff. We don't need this Great Sword. We'll hold on to the Psychic Staff. We don't need the Serrated Great Sword. I'll hold on to Sun Verdict for now. We'll hold on to this Bolt Pistol for now. I don't need the Standard Bolt Pistol. We'll keep the Hand Flamer. We'll keep the Blast Pistol. Last Pistol will drop. 2 Plasma Pistols we'll hang on to. Don't need the Stub Revolvers, or any of them really. Don't need the Auto Pistol, Stub Pistol, this Auto Pistol, this Stub Pistol, this. Whole bunch of bolt guns here. Only one person can use them, and she's already using the best bolt gun we have. So there's no point keeping these in our inventory. There's a heavy bolter here that can only be used by a heretic. We've got a Weber here, interesting weapon. We might hold on to that. There's a Flamer here. I'll hold on to that for the moment. Don't need the Stub Carbine. Don't need the Ripper. Don't need these 2 shotguns. Don't need this sturdy shotgun. Don't need the Rebel Sniper Rifle. Don't need the Sniper Rifle. We'll hold on to the Stolen Autocannon. That's cleaned this up immensely. There's nothing else in here. I could do the same for armor, but we'll hold on that for now. Let's also put this over here. Okay. Right. In that case, we're ready to move back. If we head down to here, we have the option to head back to the void ship. Our lander has landed. That's fantastic. Love that for us. So let's head back to the void ship.
Eye on the prize.
That will let everybody get healed. There's some junk on the floor we don't really need, so we'll collect all. And let's heal everybody up. And I'm actually spending a little bit of time talking to our party members because we haven't really done that yet. And it might be worthwhile doing just before we go back to fight. Although it looks like we're going straight back in. I think, if I click here, I can go back to the bridge. And we'll just see who's hanging out on the bridge with us before we jump into this. Hey, Good and Plant Games, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Peter Saber as well. Awesome. Nothing. We've literally just started. All I've done is looted some stuff and come back to the void ship. That is literally all I have done. There is an announcement. I cannot make the announcement yet. The announcement is tied behind a certain time. So we have to wait for that time to be reached. I'll let you know when it happens. I think Argenta's down here. I just want to talk to some party members because I haven't done that. And there's probably some stuff we need to get them. Argenta looks tired. There are dark circles under her eyes. Her hair is somewhat disheveled, and she moves like she's a little on edge. You have a personal request for me.
I indeed have a request, Rogue Trader.
Again, just to remind you, this is Argenta. She does look stunning. Best.
The accursed servants of chaos who assaulted this ship took the lives of your loyal crew members, and they orphaned many children, including the progeny of the brave officers who defended their posts until the bitter end. I don't know what customary practices there are for cases like this in Von Valancia's territory, but in the world I'm familiar with, the children of such brave souls could expect to receive some special consideration. Perhaps the Rogue Trader could meet with the orphans?
So from what I'm aware from 40k lore, is the orphaned children of definitely officers, I'm not sure if standard soldiers, tend to get picked up and sent to the Schola Progenium, which is like a school for gifted children, and from their ranks are drawn the likes of officers, commissars, agents, but I don't think these are all officers, include the Project Brave officers. Yeah, so these are potential Schola Progenium candidates. What could one meeting them do? Make arrangements for a meeting worthy of Rogue Trader. I will meet them, no formalities required. These children people who gave their lives for the Von Valancia's dynasty. My consideration is the least that they deserve. Deliver this order on my behalf. They will be provided for. Why would I? Do you wish to fill these children with illusion of the world and its rulers care about them? What good would meeting them do?
These children are the future of your crew, and one day, they too will have to stand against evil and heresy as their parents did. By meeting them, by speaking the right words to them, you will honor the memory of the fallen heroes and light the way to heroes in the making. They will always remember the day they met the Rogue Trader. Besides, it will bolster the orphan's spirits, help them recover from their loss, which can be hard for someone so young.
Yeah, I don't see the harm of it. I'll speak with them. No formalities needed. They're kids.
I will pass on your instructions. Thank you for taking my request to heart.
Oh, straight into it. I see. Okay. That's a lot of orphans. Holy crap. Okay, we've got a few claps. The motley crew of adolescents does not take their eyes off you, gazing at you as if you were a creature straight from a fairy tale. Our indefatigable sister has been keeping an eye on these pups, Abelard glances at the gathered children. It is hardly the Schola Progenium in here, but we provide the orphans on our ship with adequate care and instruction. So the Schola Progenium was what I was talking about. A school for officers and nobles. I hope he doesn't do another speech. Argenta is standing by the side of the group. At your approach, she perks up and announces, her voice ringing. Brave ones, the master of the ship has appeared before you, the one who guides it through the darkness of the universe by the Emperor's will. Greet your Lord Captain, the Rogue Trader of House Von Valancius. Enric Montag. Oh, the Fire Master's here. This guy keeps popping up. He's kind of everywhere something's going on. Remember when he had that weird flirtation with us when we were driving the train? That's the same guy. You notice the Infernus Master standing a few paces away from the orphans. He watches you with approval and bows respectfully when he meets your gaze. So I've got Infernus Master, do you serve as a teacher in the spare time? I can give them a grand address as a Rogue Trader. I, the Rogue Trader, and Lord Captain of the ship, speak to you now. Your parents gave their lives for a just cause and brought honor to the Von Valancius banners and those of the Imperium. I am proud of them, and I believe that you will become their worthy heirs. Or I can smile at them and say, the Lord Captain bereach you. Or I can address the chaperones, give them treats and escort them to homes. I'm going to try and be human here, so I'm going to smile at them. The teenagers keep staring at you. A girl who has remained close to Argenta smiles uncertainly. A skinny, pale lad tries to throw his shoulders back and stand to attention like a soldier. Only a few teenagers at the end of the row seem sullen and not particularly impressed. One of the scowling visitors with a thin scar across his face tosses his head back and says, "So what? Why should we care? Our friends and parents died in their dozens for you, noble lot, and you just give us speeches." Argenta quickly turns to the boy. A flare of emotions flashes in her dark eyes, like she wants to both calm him and scold him for his impudence. "We can address the chaperones. Their comportment is left to be desired. I can punish the troublemaker. If you have things to say them without fear." Oh yeah, let's see where this ends up. "If you have things to say them without fear. I will listen." The boy smiles grimly. "It doesn't matter what we say. It won't bring our parents back, and it won't change our fates either. We'll keep slaving away on this ship until we drop and die like our folks. Or worse. Okay, I understand your grief and dismay. Your parents died, it's not an easy thing to go through, but they gave their lives for the truth, for the good of the whole ship, for the Imperium. Do not speak of their honorable fate with anger and disdain. When the heretics who killed your parents attacked the ship, I was there. I took command. I fought and I repelled the assault as quickly as I could. But no war can be won without losses. You can only strive to do what is in your power. The strong have the power to decide the fate of others. The weak either obey or die. If you seek a different lot in life, boy, save your grumbling and look for an opportunity to rise above the West." I'm going to pick this option. You heard the rogue trader. Her words carry the wisdom of the Imperium. It's hard to say whether or not your words left an impression on the boy, but he nods slowly. Then he catches himself and gives you an awkward bow. Abelard gives a sign, and servants immediately emerge carrying packaged treats with Von Valentius emblazoned on the wrappers. It appears that the Seneschal came prepared for any contingency. Oh yeah, they're actually handing out the treats. I love that. That's great. Argenta rubs her temple pensively. She smiles and offers a few words of encouragement, then leaves the bay. Okay, I don't know if I succeeded there or not, but something happened. I just realized you can see the medkits on her belt. That's actually really cool. I never noticed that before. All right. We did a thing for Argenta. I wasn't expecting that to be. I was expecting a short conversation, but we got a little side quest there. Let's see what else she has to say while we're still here with her. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Matthias. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining me. Hope you're here in the stream. If you are, have a great day.
Greetings.
Okay. Tell me the story to itself. How did you Theodore's ship? Yeah. What is it keeping you in my retinue? I wish you would leave my entourage. How did you end up on Theodore's ship?
I first came here when I found myself in need of passage from Footfall to a remote planet. But I imagine what interests you is not that first journey, but rather what brought me aboard prior to the cultist attack. That story is complicated. It just so happened that I made a mistake. In a moment of laxity, I was ambushed by the accursed followers of the archenemy. I was badly wounded. Lady Theodora came to my aid and brought me aboard her ship, where crew attended to me in my weakened state. It all happened not too long ago. I had barely recovered from my wounds when the cultists struck. Truly, the servants of evil know no rest. There is no place where we can be safe from their machinations.
Oh dear, she's very, losing her way there has really affected her. What happened to the people that wounded you?
Sadly, they did not. Lady Theodora was in a hurry and chose not to stay on the planet. Her people took me to a ship while I was unconscious, and when I came to my senses, we were already flying away. How I pray to come face to face with those heretics once more. And it's bound to happen someday.
Is it difficult for you to accept that you made a mistake?
It happens even to the best of us. My mistakes are my burden to bear. I'll find a way to atone for them.
Sounds like she's struggling with that. Where did it happen?
On one of the recently discovered planets in the Expanse.
Yes, I do too, Peter Saber.
No one suspected that it had already been tainted by the filth of heresy. Had I known it beforehand, of course I would have been on my guard.
We could go to that planet and deal with them.
The path to that planet was lost. All the knowledge is gone, along with the previous navigator. It would take immense effort and resources to rediscover the route. The heir to the von Valanci's protectorate must have plenty of other issues to deal with
It
right
is
now.
really good. Yeah, Maddie, I agree with you
Perhaps
completely.
later, when the skies above our
It makes a
heads have
huge
cleared.
difference. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a loyalty mission
As
there
you
for her.
wish.
Let's probably speak to maybe one other person, and then I will move on. I don't want to spend our whole time talking to people, but I do want to maybe check in with people between missions.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations. I am a part of House Orcelio.
This is, of course, our
an
navigator.
ancient dynasty of the Navis Nobilite. Since time immemorial, our family has served to advance knowledge, pushing at the boundaries of the dark unknown. The Starway Atlas contains 2,843 routes that chart the sectors of the Segmentum Obscurus and reach all the way from the Coronis Expanse to Holy Terra.
Sorry, Cassia, but I'd like to know about you personally and not your family.
You wish to know about me? I suppose I can help you with that. What would you like to know?
What does it feel like to guide a vessel through the warp?
It may be difficult to describe. You see, every navigator perceives the warp differently. My mentor, Great Regent Elronto, always described his travels through the Immaterium as a journey through a vast wood with countless paths. And I, assisting him in the first voyages, futilely tried to follow his example. But the wood would not reveal itself to me. But everything changed when I found my own key to this mystery. You see, I've always brightened up my rare moments of leisure time by painting. You may recall there was a workshop in my chambers. As soon as I imagined the warp as a blank canvas, an indescribable feeling came over me. I moved the brush, going deeper and deeper into my own painting. Visions were hidden within the vibrant colors of my palette, and something inside me knew which should be brought out and which should be left behind. I woke up several days later, after the voyage was safely complete.
Well, that's not unnerving at all.
The Emperor graced me with a gift.
Oh, sorry, I asked her
I can see
if she,
inner life in addition to the
that
mundane.
she sees colors and
You
stuff.
cannot know that a fruit has rotten from the inside until a blade slices it in two. I can see the rot from far away. It roils like swamp mud, oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy. Everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed
Sounds
to
awful,
me
to be honest.
like colors on the canvas of my world.
So you never lived anywhere other than Urek 5?
Hardly. According to the chronicles of the house, I was born on one of the Orcelio worlds. Oh, what was it? Please forgive me, Lord Captain. My childhood memories are too vague. Sometimes I dream about the colorful birds that built their nests in the garden, or the servants dressed in purple livery, or the blue fog that rolled over the lowlands behind the palace. But everything is covered in a rosy haze. Perhaps it is my imagination, not my memory, that is painting these pictures.
Interesting. Okay, I think that's enough for now. Why don't we talk about something else?
You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
What does your... this is where I must beg my leave.
I have enjoyed your...
Doesn't look like there's anything extra to do with her right now. So we're going to head back down to the planet to take on the governor of the planet, who it turns out is a Chaos Worshipper. In order to do that, we're going to need to put together a party. Now, there are some people that need to be in this party no matter what. No matter what, we're taking Abelard, we're taking Sister Argenta, and we're taking Yerlit. They have to come. But that leaves Kibala, Jay, Idira, Cassia, Pascal, and Heinrichs as the other slots in the party. The question is, we've already had Kibala and Jay for this planet, so do we finish the planet with them both in the party? I think we maybe do, and then we'll vote for a new party at the next planet. So we'll just finish up with the party we started with. So I'm going to accept that, and we're going to head down and see what happens to Governor Viet's estate. I'm expecting it's gone a little bit chaosy in our absence. Just a theory. Heinrichs would be interesting in Governor's House. It's okay, Heinrichs will still get to chat because of the mod that I'm running. So he will still technically be here. While we're waiting, actually, very quickly, Jay is using what right now? Jay has the Shrieking Pistol and the Splinter Pistol. She can also equip the Blast Pistol. The Blast Pistol is 15... Oh, the Blast Pistol is... no, the Blast Pistol isn't rapid fire. And I think I want her to use 2 rapid fire weapons. And she does also have the Venom Blade. I think we gave Yerlet the Great Sword. Yeah, we did. So she has a close combat weapon. Cool. I just wanted to check that I'd done that. Alright, let's move in. Let's see what's going on. We got him in Toy Box Remote Companions. Yeah. So don't worry. I would, if I thought we weren't going to get away with him, it looks like Quint is here. And the Governor's up here. We did miss a loot box over here. So let's just run over and grab this loot. And then we'll head up. Just some goods hiding in the Warp Conductive Frame, Cyber Raven. The Cyber Raven gains plus 20 willpower and plus 50% max wounds. Whenever it relays a psychic power, it gains willpower bonus times Overseer's Heretic rank, temporary wounds. Interesting. That's an upgrade for Adira's Cyber Raven, which we don't have with us right now. Wild pickup. Okay, let's go challenge the Governor, I think. No more messing around. I should head over here. Things don't look too chaotic yet. That might change in a second. Okay. To the mansion. Music's very, something's about to happen. That's what it feels like. Okay. Still nothing crazy. But I guess it's all going to kick off when we head into this room here. I'm going to save... Okay, I'm not going to get a chance to save. My entourage is definitely going to accompany me to this meeting with the Governor. She still has that void shield around her. Okay. Not sure how this is going to play out. Greetings, your ladyship. How may I be of assistance? Again, this is what this woman looks like. Strongly suspecting her of being a Slaanesh worshipper at this point. Nothing new. Oh, I found the rebels' nest, Vistenza. Have you really, your ladyship? And what have you learnt? Everything, Vistenza. I know everything. And now you have one chance to beg for mercy. Let's not waste time on meaningless chat, Vistenza. You're a servant of the archenemy. Yes, I think I want to pick this option. Governor Shahid, show me what is under your bed. What? No. You have woven your web of deceit in vain. So this is Yerlet saying this. You can no longer hide behind the veil of ignorance. Feroz has seen the evidence of your deeds, heard the cries of the tormented Lithian, walked amidst the decay that you've brought to our maiden world. It's a conversion field. It could also be, I was thinking, what's the, there's a different type of field that teleports you whenever you're about to go into danger. I can't remember what it's called. It might just be a personal teleporter. I love your lies, chaos wretch. Yerlet, how dare you, you filthy vermin. I will have you flayed for that outburst, despite so thank you. Your ladyship, what is going on? Surprised Pikachu face. The colors are darting to and fro like startled shadows. The colors know that they are the veil that stands between the soul and the truth. If the veil falls, all will turn red and purple. Even now, I can already see the muted purple searing through. So I've said, I've already heard enough Vistenza, but if I wish to repeat myself, we know that your loyalty lies in the Ruinous powers. I can do persuasion. It is beneath the dignity of a governor to squirm so pathetically. Yes, I'm going to totally appeal to that noble spine that she doesn't have. Persuasion test succeeded. Vistenza clenches her teeth so hard you hear a crack. I, daughter of House Viet, governor of Yanis, citizen of the Imperium, serve no other than the Emperor and the Von Valensis dynasty. And what you are accusing me of is merely a tool at my disposal. A tool that I have the power and courage to use. Do you think ordinary methods would have been enough to tame this demented planet? No. My family struggled for decades to subdue Yanis once and for all. And it was all in vain. But loyal servants of those families, who've resided on Yanis for centuries, helped me to unlock a new source of power. Ancient knowledge, secretly passed down, generation to generation, only accessible to a select few, and which grants power over nature itself. How could I reject it? How could I undo all the work of my predecessors who were entrusted with Yanis, who faithfully served the Von Valensis dynasty, and who, with a madman's obsessiveness, hewed this rock into a stunning diamond? 2 days spent among the initiated was enough for me to start hearing the voices of angels in my ears. Angels who gifted me the keys to conquering this world. Uh-oh. She's in deep. And before you offend my ears with more accusations or moral admonitions, remember who has dutifully served your dynasty all these years. Remember who has devoted her life to turning Yanis into the primary source of wealth in your protectorate. Remember to whom your predecessor entrusted one of her most valuable worlds. Without fear of treachery or conspiracy, without me, without my service, my sacrifice, Yanis would be nothing. Pascal's vox emits a pensive hiss. Behold, proof of why knowledge will remain in the hands of the worthy. Many lay people are capable of possessing it, but a wise mind that is not bound by oaths of obedience to the Omnissiah is vulnerable to corruption and free thinking, even more vulnerable than the mind of an ignorant commoner. An explanation worthy of the world's governor. You expect to be rewarded for faithful service and boast about a sacrifice you should never have made. The world has turned its back on you, Vistenza, and now so has the God Emperor. Oh, my dear Governor, the only true angelic voice on this world is going to roll like thunder right about. Your wicked deeds will not go unpunished, heretic. Now, like honey to one's ears, wouldn't you agree? What more proof do you need, Elentak? The Monkey has confessed to her handiwork. You're not saving Yanis or improving it, Vistenza. Hey, Miss Konsika, you were destroying this world with your own hands. Theodora knew about your inclination? I've got dogmatic on a class. I actually want to ask the Theodora question. No, you haven't. It's actually going to happen very soon, Miss Godzivika. It's going to happen very, very soon. I just have to wait for a certain time to pass before I can make it. Theodora knew about your inclination? Did she know? She owned this planet for many decades. She probably did pick up on local gentry's quirks. But did she ask me outright, as you are doing now? No. Your predecessor was more interested in supplies and tithes, which I provided without fail. Excuse me. Yes, 3 p.m. CAT. That is indeed the time that I am going to do the announcement. I think I'm going to pick the Iconoclast option. Oh, there's my alarm to remind myself that it's coming. We've got a couple of minutes before I need to prepare. I'm going to pick the Iconoclast option. I will not allow a miscreant like you. You have a meeting in 5 minutes. Oh, no. You're going to miss the announcement. I will not allow a miscreant like you to continue wreaking evil. You made a mistake in thinking that anyone would come to your aid on my world. Servants to me. One of your conviction branches has reached rank 2. Once it reaches rank 3, it becomes the character's main conviction. After that, you'll still be able to choose dialogue options referring to other convictions, but those branches cannot be raised above Act 2. Yeah, I get the feeling that Theodora was a little bit more willing to embrace chaos than me. What's she going to transform into? Oh, okay. That's a handy feature. She should have turned around and looked before she left. That would have been very good. Okay, that just happened. They went behind a big wall, and now we're trapped here. Okay, I have a big announcement that I need to make in a couple of minutes. I feel like this is a good moment to sort of prepare for that. We have 4 minutes before that happens. I'll save the game very quickly, just while we're here. And I want to do this kind of on the dot because I think a few other people are going to make the announcement, and I want to do it on time on stream. It's also going to go live on the channel 5 minutes after. I'm guessing everybody out here is probably going to go hostile when I step outside. Is that correct? Maybe not.
I always keep my options open.
Okay. Where are we supposed to go here? Is there a way to open this door? I feel like that's maybe what I should be looking for. Aha. There is a remove the obstacle button right here. Tech use, 100%.
And done.
There we go. This is where we're supposed to go. There's a puzzle right there in the room, which is excessively dumb. Yeah, there's literally just a button to push, and now we're into the back rooms. Doing time too soon would indeed be a black mark against me, yes. Alright. What's the time now? 57. I'll just wait a couple more seconds, and then we'll do it. We'll get Argenta to
what deeds await us?
deal with this. She can disarm the trap. Oh, she just stood on another. Okay, that's okay. So we can just lure warp, not demolitions.
This task should have been accomplished easily.
Okay, she didn't get wounded by it. That's fine. But that was a warp trap.
Me today.
And then she's done that one. Cool. Let's just check what's in these goods. We've got some med kits. I got a feeling I'm going to need those. There's a little bolt pistol here, which is cute. Let's collect all. So we're ready to go through this door after the announcement. Why am I getting nervous? I've done one of these before. This is not the first time I have done a live announcement on stream. Yeah, I don't really want to to trigger anything before we go.
Let us not dawdle.
So let's pause here. Give me a second. I'm just going to go to be right back mode while I set this up. So I'm going to click here. Make sure it doesn't autoplay. Okay, we're good. So that's ready to go. So all I need to do now is if I click here, that will make it go live. We're still like a little bit away. It's still a little bit early. Still just a little bit early, honestly, on the thing. I don't want to go too early. Ooh. It's annoying, right? Why am I'm making such a meal out of this? How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing good. How is the Xenonauts? Oh, well, they've just dropped it on their channel, so I'm going to play it here. It's just gone live on their channel 2 minutes early. So we're going to go here. So if I click on this and then press this.
When Admiral Winchester asked me if I wanted payback, I said hell yes. But I thought his plan would be a little more well considered.
Thermal signature detected.
Surrender. There will not be another opportunity like this one.
We're out here, behind enemy lines, facing the entire Protectorate Navy. Let's make them pay.
Attention, Alliance Fleet. This is as far as you go.
The campaign update will be coming out for Act 1 on the 29th of May this year. I'm very happy to see this and to be able to share this trailer with you. I have the trailer going live on my channel in 5 minutes, so if you want to watch it without chat on the screen and without me talking, you could do so. It's also live on the official channel, but I'd love it if you watched it on mine. And we also have, let me just go back to the stream. We also have exclusive, well, maybe not super exclusively, but pretty exclusively, I have an entire mission of the campaign. I'm not playing it. Somebody else is playing it. But I've talked over the whole mission to say how excited I am and what's cool about it and what looks really, really good. So that's going to go live in my channel in about 5-10 minutes. If you want to drop out of the stream to watch that, I totally understand. It will be there after the stream. There was a thermal signature detected during that Miskonzvika, but that was done by Tachyon using a voice command on my channel. It wasn't part of the trailer, unfortunately. I hope you're feeling better, Peter Saber. I'm sorry to hear that you are feeling unwell. But yes, people have been asking me for ages, not asking me specifically, but talking in my Discord and with me in DMs and stuff, about the silence we've had on the campaign for Nebulous Fleet Command. And I was so excited when Hooded Horse got in contact with me to ask me if I was willing to show the trailer on my channel. I don't think that many people got the trailer early, so I was really happy to get to see it early. It was awesome. And also the B-roll footage that I've got and been able to edit and do a mission of. There's some really interesting stuff in there. I encourage you to go back through the trailer. There's some stuff that I wasn't expecting. Like, I didn't remember them announcing that you would have a fleet tender you needed to look after. And there's a bunch of other stuff in there too. Also, you can hear the voice acting from the campaign. People putting a lot of work in there. As someone who has no clue about Nebulous, I'm very happy for the people that do. Nebulous is a very, very cool game. It's very, very complicated. And one of the things I think that is most difficult about it is that it is multiplayer only. So with this update, they will be on Vessel. I just dropped the trailer. You just missed the trailer. I just literally played the trailer on the stream. The addition of the single player will open up the game to so many people, and that single player will be coming with a campaign editor, which means that there will be loads of campaigns, I'm pretty sure, being put onto the workshop. Yes, Vessel, that's what I mean. I literally just played the trailer on the stream. If you had been here a minute earlier, you could have watched the trailer with everybody else. I just dropped the trailer myself. I was one of the people who got it early to release it. The megastructures are very interesting. There are some big megastructures. The mission that I have going live on my channel has one of the megastructures in it, and it's not even one of the biggest ones. If you look at that trailer, there's a huge one in there. You get hit with ads and I couldn't hear you yet. That's okay. I appreciate you jumping by. I just thought it was really, really funny that I assumed you'd come here to say the trailer had dropped, and I was one of the ones who was dropping the trailer. So the trailer is now live on my channel, I believe, or maybe going live in 1 more minute. Obviously, I've missed the instant announcement because I let Erdanis get there first, but that's fine. I think they are allowed that. It is their trailer. I'm just going to release it now. Make sure it's out. Since I did drop it on my stream, and then we'll get on with what we're doing here. Let me just edit and make public. Scheduled. We'll just make public now. No, I just want to make from private to public. Publish now. Public. Done. And I'm also going to publish the mission I've got too. Well, that's going to go live in 5 minutes. I'll just let that go live in 5 minutes on its own. But that's the trailer out. So yeah, awesome. Okay. So Nebula stuff coming in the near future. Very, very cool. Let's continue on with storming the Governor's Palace and see what monstrosities we're going to have to deal with in here. We'll just use tech use to open this door.
My pleasure.
What are we going to be facing? I'm a little bit worried, actually. Slaanesh stuff is messed up. Some sort of pleasure room. I was thinking about this like 18 hours ago. Hey, Dudley, how's it going? What are they summoning? Oh, cool, we've got demonettes. At least I've decided to wear clothes. Watching old vids about when the campaign coming, and here we are. Indeed, Peter Saberage. Just thinking about the same thing recently. Interesting, not everybody is hostile to us. I guess these people are so intoxicated and mutated. Damn, very mutated. Now back to our previously scheduled heresy, yes. So we've got some corrupted nobles here. If I shoot them, I think I can start combat.
I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experience.
Yeah, that means I can start the combat from back here without you run forward. Alright, I'm just going to jump into cover here. Let's get Abelard probably almost in combat with them here. We'll bring chat forward to about here. We've got Yerlet. She's our snippy sniper. She can probably just hang out at the back of the room here, or maybe just next to me. Although I need her in cover, right, for her ability. So what if I tuck her in here? No, not me. Her. And I can't get down into this conversation pit, which is very sad. Going fantastic. How goes 40k? 40k is going great, and I just got to drop a trailer for a game that I really, really like, which has me very psyched. One thing I will say is if you do watch the video I'm also releasing on that game tonight, there's a little Easter egg at the end of the video that you may or may not get. That's all I'm going to say, right? Jay, I'm going to bring forward to here, and then Kibbs will put here. Let's get this fight going. Okay, we've got two demonettes to fight. I'm not too worried about the corrupted nobles.
A soldier would have been disciplined for such a performance.
Nice work, team. Alright, quick check on the demonettes. What are the demonettes doing? So the Demonettes have 147 health. They have the Rapturous Whip ability. They are a warp creature, which means they are immune to powers of the warp. They gain armor equal to willpower and immunity to toxic damage. They're a manifestation. Whenever the demon enters combat, each party member suffers 1 times Demon's willpower bonus momentum. Whenever the demon dies, each member gains 30 momentum. At the start of each of the demon's turns, all creatures around it must pass the willpower resistance test or suffer a Horrors of the Warp effect. They have an Aura of Elation. For each demonette nearby, all creatures within their aura suffers minus 10 weapon skill, minus 10 ballistic skill, minus 1 AP. So you do not want to be ganged up on by the demonettes. And they have Psi skill 1. And then what is the Maid of Honor doing? She's doing something here. She's failed her Horrors of the Warp check, and she's going to summon demonettes. Okay, so we need to kill her. She's going to keep summoning demonettes, which will probably get overwhelmed by very quickly. Yearlet's up first. Unfortunately, she won't have a shot on this person, which is a shame. But I think I'm going to move... Well, has Yearlet got a shot on this demonette from where she is? I don't think she does. Oh, but she actually does have a shot on the Maid of Honor. Well, I want to get her to take out the Maid of Honor. Let's get her to activate Perfect Spot, which gives her a 25% cover efficiency bonus, plus 15 perception, plus 15 ballistic skill. Then I'm going to get her to... where's my free attack? I think it's this one here. Death Whisper. The assassin makes an attack that does not count towards the limit of attacks per turn, does not block the assassin's movement, but deals only 25% of the assassin's damage. If the target is successful, the target suffers the hemorrhage effect. So we're going to make a free attack on this person. 46% chance to hit. Ooh, I'm keen. I'm heavily enjoying your Xenots 2 playthrough and love seeing you upload once come. Awesome. We'll have another episode hopefully tomorrow, but I am going to a birthday party after work, so I'm not sure if I'll have to... Did that hit? It did not hit. That's okay. That was a free attack. For the next attack against a target affected by an exploit, that target's cover efficiency block will be reduced. So what I want to do is I need to make sure she's exploited, which she isn't at the moment. So I need to analyze enemies her.
This tedium is beneath me.
That lets me exploit her. Now I can precise attack her.
If I must.
And I've got 1 AP left, which I will use for a single shot. And that should be a much higher chance to hit because I've just removed her cover.
I am not your
that hits, but how much damage did it do? Okay, took off a decent chunk of health. And I think it debuffed her as well. Yeah, she's been slowed, which isn't amazing, but the more damage we can do to her, the better.
Death to non-believers.
This guy's got a grenade launcher? No, just... He's got a Ripper that's just killed most of his dudes and hurt me. Don't like the Demonettes. Jay's up. Jay's not got great... there's not really any great places for Jay to go here, because if she moves past Abelard and Kibala, she's going to trigger opportunity attacks, and she can't shoot at these guys because she's going to end up shooting these two. So what I'm going to do, I think, is... We're going to give Kibala a free attack.
Am I getting paid for this?
Then we're going to death from above to behind these two with her. Okay, that's killed one of them. That's beautiful. I'm not going to blade dance. What I am going to do is I'm just going to stab this guy in the back. And that's all she can do right now, but I can jump back over.
Trust me.
He dodged, unfortunately. Okay. That's fine for her turn. Then I'm going to give... Hey, Ageless Phalanx, how's it going? I'm going to give Abelard a free move.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Just to move him to here, and then I could move him to here.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
And then I could move him to here, because he's still within the zone of control of the Noble, which opens up some movement options for me. Then I could switch to our pistols, and I could shoot this guy, but I would have to use single shots. I can't afford... yeah, let's take the single shot. Because I need to be very careful about that happening. Oh, Vistenza's here. I didn't expect her to be in this fight. Okay. And she's got demonic regeneration, which is not a good sign. Servo skulls now actual units, not just accessories. Yes. So the servo skull will replicate all of my control abilities to my whole party. It's very powerful. So Vistenza has a force field. Grants a 50% chance to absorb all incoming damage. She has a needle pistol, which is quite nasty, and she currently has demonic regeneration. Regenerates the wounds of allied demonic creatures. I don't like the sound of that. Now we have Argenta here. Unfortunately, there's just nowhere good for Argenta to go right now, because this person is in her way. I really need to be able to delay her turn, if nothing else. I'm going to move Argenta to here. I'm just going to take a single shot on this person.
Move through me.
There's nothing else I can really do until this noble is dead. Okay, don't shoot Abelard, please. We're getting a little bit overwhelmed here. That's a grenade. That's a stun grenade on everybody. Youch. Okay, this is really bad. And a running gun, the bolt gun. Okay, well that's taking care of the noble. Maid of Honor's gonna summon another demonette. Yeah, this is a big problem. Big problem. Okay, now I've taken a wound and I can't heal myself. But what I am going to do is I'm going to move my servo skull to here, where I can buff all of these people. Then I'm going to hit them up with a You Serve Me.
I'll see to it personally.
So that will affect everybody with You Serve Me. Then I'm going to hit them up with an Air of Authority, which I'm not in range of, but that's okay. What's the range on Air of Authority? Within a 5-cell radius. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to be here.
Let's make some opportunities.
So I'll drop an Air of Authority on everybody.
It's as good as done.
Okay, and then I'm going to drop a You Serve Me on everybody.
Who, if not me?
Okay, and now I'm going to give... we're going to try... I can't give any of these people extra attacks because they're all stunned right now. So I'm going to give an extra attack to Yearlet. And she has 2 AP, so I can again precise attack.
Your intent.
And then I can attack on this person here. Okay, did that hit? It's so hard to tell with snipers. It didn't hit, okay. I've also got the opportunity to make a free attack on her. Thanks for the follow, Loreski.
If it serves your cause.
Okay, that... Again, it did 5 damage to her, which is not enough. Back to me. I'm going to get the Medicae. At the start of the turn, each ally in the force radius around the servo skull gains 10 wounds. Yeah, so we're going to do a Medicae signal to heal everybody up. I'm also going to sneak in to get a bit of healing from it as well.
I have strategy. I'll make it happen.
Okay, and that's it. Going to heal everybody. And then I could give a Finest Hour, but I don't really want to do Desperate Measures if I can avoid it. Next up, it's Kibala. Kibala is stunned. Oof. We don't have any good cover here. Abelard is stunned, so that's his turnover. What's happening at the back of the room here? We keep our word, Monkey. Death wakens war calls. We have Eldari reinforcements. We're gonna need them because we are struggling here. Okay, Elder Guardian coming in with their chainsword. Another one, and we've got another Elder sniper in the back row there. I'm glad these guys are here to help. Okay. Do we really want to know what's going on in the back of the room? I think we need to get some grenades in here. I do have a monofilament grenade. I also have a blinding grenade. A blinding grenade might be very useful against all of these guys. How far can she throw that blinding grenade? Just to here. And that's the explosion of it. If I move her... I'm going to have to move Yearlet forward. If I move her to here...
I approach the designated position.
And then I throw the blind grenade... Doesn't really matter. This is the furthest back I can throw it. Okay, that's blinded all of them, hopefully. We can check. Yeah, we got at least blinded one of them. Let's also set up a new... How much? I've got 2 AP left. I will set up a new perfect spot. I've got an aim for the opening. Assassin chooses an enemy in the line of sight and marks initial opening on the enemy. I don't need that right now. Do I have any exploits on this person? I don't have any exploits on them. But if I put an exploit... Well, I don't get a shot anyway. So I'm going to shoot them with my free shot, and I'm going to put an exploit on them.
Stop trying, monkey.
No line of sight on her. Okay. Let's just shoot the demonette then. And then... I'll exploit her. And that's Yearlet's turn. He should be blind right now. Abelard's down. This is a really awkward place to fight. There's just no cover.
I'll return this favor tenfold.
Please attack the Eldar. I lost my turn there for some reason. Okay, he's got a Shrieking Catapult, and he missed. Okay, Argenta's up. Argenta was stunned. Damn it.
Break them up.
Okay, this is a scrub fight. We're gonna have to restart it. This is a disaster. Because I've just lost me, and I've lost Abelard. And we're getting overrun. So let's reload and try this again. Because this is a wipe. I'm going to be here for a while waiting for the wipe to happen. This is definitely going to be a hard fight. I knew that going into it. Sorry for the scrub, everybody. Let's try and set everybody up a little bit better before we engage the engagement instead of just randomly shooting a guy to start it. Okay, so we will activate this thing.
A job for me.
The scrub is what we live for.
We'll
That's very kind of you to say, Deadly Wiz. Okay, we need to deal with this. So who has the highest lore warp in the party? I don't think I can check that from here, can I? I need to come into here to check lore warp. 30, 30, 30, 45, 35. It's going to be Jay, isn't it? Jay has 40 lore warp. So Jay, you need to go and try
is just like art.
decipher this trap.
Skill and talent. Must be my smuggler's instincts. Damn it.
Okay, she made it.
I mean, just bad luck.
Did anything bad happen to her for that? It doesn't look like anything bad happened to her for that. Let's get Argenta up now to decipher the other, to solve the other trap. And that's here.
I better myself through my service.
That's that dealt with. Let's just steal all this junk. And then we're going to save, so we don't have to go through that again. And now we're going to try and set this up again.
And done.
Okay, so we've got cover on this side of the room. I wonder if we just sneak around the back of the room here. Oh. Ah, okay, I was supposed to... No, this is the cutscene that fired last time. Just to show me that there's all these mutated people here. And then, oh look, there's all these bad guys. And then she summons the Frost's Shadow Drop us Nebulous Feet Command. I wish I could, Tortenjager. I wish I could. There is a mission, I think, that's live now, though. If you're excited for that. Is that gone live yet? Yeah, it's gone live. Awesome. That's just some surprising stuff. I wasn't even knowing I was going to drop that until this morning. 16 people have watched the mission so far. Or are probably watching the mission. Okay, let's sneak around this way. What did we just reveal? Oh, there's some goods here. Tome of Excess. Grants plus 10 to lore warp, but the wielder suffers plus 13% more damage from psychic and navigator powers. That could be useful. You have views in line in queue for after the stream. Awesome. Thank you, Peter Saber. Thank you for sticking around. So, we've got a little bit more cover here. There is a corridor. We've got some... I can take cover behind these statues and this statue here. Why don't we make use of this area? So let's put Yurlet in cover here. Then we can have our...
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
Argenta in cover here.
The light of terror shines for us.
I could chill out...
I will lead us to fortune.
Here. And then we've got Jay. Where can we put Jay? Jay's a little bit awkward because she's a little bit of a rogue entity, honestly. But we could put her in cover here to start with. And then I've got Kibala, who I think could just hang out over here. And then Abelard, who we could use, who could basically hold position here. And now what I can do is I can open up on these guys with a rapid fire to start the engagement. And that's probably the way to do it. Why not bring in Cassia for this battle? She's OP. Because chat voted on the party, and this is the party that chat voted on, Sadikas. I have a lot of, chat get to make all the big decisions in the campaign, and they get to pick the party for each world. And this is the party that they picked, so it's the party we're going with.
Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, I only got to fire one shot. That's a shame. Okay. Let's just make sure everybody's in cover. Yep, in cover. We'll just put you here. Kibala's in cover there. I want chat where it can buff as many people as possible. So chat's going to have to start here. Is Yurlet okay where she is? Is Jay okay? Do I want to put Jay in cover here as a surprise? Is that a terrible place to put Jay? Because she's got hard cover against this direction, but she can open up with her pistols. Good content, thank you. And then we've got Kibala here, and I kind of want to sneak Kibala, if I can, around and into these guys. We could even start Kibala here, which does seem a little bit stupid, but I could get Kibala really quickly to the Maid of Honor and try and kill the Maid of Honor. I'm open to giving that a go. And then I can't move chat any further forward, unfortunately. Chat is also the name of my servo skull, by the way, which is why I'm talking about chat being in places. Okay, let's see how this goes. They've got a bunch of turns before we do. So the noble does, so this noble does, then the secret chamber guard, then the secret chamber lieutenant, and then the demonette. So maybe don't want to put Kibble, probably don't want to put Kibble too far forward. That's a good point on the stun grenades. We did fall foul to that last time here as well. Okay, there goes Abelard's cover. This is the guy with the grenades, which he's throwing. There's a stun grenade. Didn't manage to stun anyone though with the first grenade or the second grenade. Stream breaking. I haven't dropped any frames. Anyone else getting stream problems on YouTube? Okay, we've got a demon out on Kibble, and she's up first. She could also run to engage these guys. I'm wondering about trying to take out this lieutenant, the one who throws a return. Unfortunately, I missed a reaction to the reveal of the Slaanesh pit. It's okay, I died and had to start again, wooden plank. I'm going to try and take this guy out with Kibs. I think we're good now. Twitch is stable. I had video issues for a few moments. It's good here on Twitch. Okay, something must have happened on YouTube there. Is everything okay? My stream health is showing fine. Sounds like maybe there was just a weird little glitch for a second. Okay, let's stab this guy.
I shall not fail.
Probably YouTube being weird for 20 seconds. No, it's Slaanesh. We'll do a blade dance on this guy, I think.
As the tenants demand.
Too high armor. To be sure to get the stream to unpause. Maybe similar to a mildly corrupted AV1 MPK. I am pushing AV1, which may be what you're saying the issue with. Okay, I'm going to activate where it hurts. And I'm going to do a jump to here. That didn't do very much, unfortunately. And then we'll jump back. Then I'll probably pop Pain Resonance. Just to see if I can get a little bit more damage out of this guy. Or do I want to just jump back? I think I want to jump her back to where she started her turn. That didn't do very much damage to that guy at all. Yeah. Well, I'm pushing AV1. I'm pushing AV1 to YouTube, and I'm pushing MP4 to Twitch, because Twitch doesn't accept AV1.
Chaos guides me.
This is a really hard fight.
Time to prove my mettle.
The fact that she just turbo summons demonettes is really bad. Okay, Abelard is going to have to heal himself.
Field medicine at its finest.
And then we'll do a cleave. And then we'll brace for impact.
Victory is imminent.
And I will also push these guys away from him to make them flop over in a very funny way. Okay, Yearlet's up. This is a problem. Does she have a shot on them? She does. I do need to take the Maid of Honor out. But let's do it properly this time. So we're going to do perfect spot. Hey, Core. You missed me reveal the trailer for the single-player campaign for Nebulous Fleet Command, is what you've missed. No, I'm not going to go into it. It took me ages to sort out. I'm probably tired and saying the wrong thing. We're fighting some Slaanesh demons. Then I need to analyze enemies on her. Which means I can drop a precise attack and ignore her cover. And then I've got enough for one shot with a sniper rifle. And that hit for quite a lot of damage. And then I also take the free shot against her as well. That didn't do any damage. And she's also hemorrhaging, so I'm not going to bleed effect on her. Permanent. Does lethality 10 running damage and ignores armor and deflection at the beginning of each of the target's turn. Exactly. You need to use Kibble's backup abilities first to make the most of her attack. So did I do it in the wrong order, Artichoke? Okay, Argenta here I would like to open up, but with where Abelard is, it means I can't go full rapid fire. Unless I could bring Argenta to here and potentially open up on the demonettes. There's a chance I hit Kibble though. I think this is where I put Argenta. I think we go full burst fire around here.
Low momentum.
And then I'm going to go rapid fire. We'll pop Furious Recital. And then I'll fire... this is probably... It's going to hit Kibble. It's going to hit Kibble. It's only a 17% chance to hit Kibble, but... It's probably going to hit Kibble. The other option is I throw a grenade this turn, and I use my powers to move Argenta forward so she gets the shot on my turn. Because none of these... Only this demonette is getting to move. I could run and gun. Yes, that's a great idea. Great idea, Sadicus. So I can move her to here, which gets me the angle I want, and we're not going to hit Kibala. I do get reduced accuracy on this attack, though. But let's see what happens. Okay, not brilliant, but we got some stuff done. I've also just got a shot because I ran and ganned. We missed with that too. Okay. Just apply pressure, yeah. Okay, Jay is up. I'm going to give Argenta another attack with Jay.
Don't get too cocky.
And then we'll fire off another burst fire. We don't get the extra shots, though. Okay. And we'll reload for free. And then I'm not going to use voice of command on her because I want to use my voice of command, which is more powerful. I've got to move, and I've got to take aim. I need to use the take aim on Yerlit. Yes, but take a minute and look for the ones that add crit chance. Okay, I've probably been using them in the wrong order. And then it's best to press the next text. I don't want to press the advantage right now. I don't want to linchpin right now. I could give someone a move, but I don't think there's anyone who needs a move at this exact moment. Except I could put Kibala here to protect Argenta from being engaged in close combat by the demonettes. If I put Kibala here, they can't move past her. So I think I'll give Kibala a free move to here.
Death comes in silence.
And then end her turn. And I'm going to move Jay up to here so she can shoot at people next turn. And then end her turn. Distenza comes out. She's a problem. Okay, she's put demonic regeneration on the Maid of Honor, which sucks. Okay, I'm up. I want to move my chat to here.
I'll see to it personally.
That means that I can drop a you serve me on chat. I need to move to get chat in line of sight, unfortunately. Which means I'm not going to get to shoot anyone this turn, but that's okay. Kind of abandoning Abelard here. Okay, so now we're going to pop a you serve me on chat, which puts you serve me on everybody.
I'll make it happen.
Then we're going to put a voice of command on chat, which puts voice of command on everybody. Then we're going to put a air of authority on chat, which puts air of authority on everybody. And then I can use bring it down, but I can't use bring it down on Argenta, unfortunately. So I can either pop the heal. What I'll do is I'll give Jay a free move. I'm going to move Jay to here.
I know what I'm doing, usually.
End Jay's turn. Argenta, I'm not going to move. Then I'm going to give a free attack to Jay. And then I'm going to get Jay to open up with her pistols. On the demonettes.
Don't get too cocky. Oh, you're not fun.
Okay, one of them hit Kibala, unfortunately. Wait, are we camping? We're kind of camping. So there's a chance we hit Kibala. We hit Kibala with this. I didn't realize I had that chance. I'm just going to take a single shot with the second pistol. Okay, nice. And then Kibala gets attacks. We can swap out to her shotgun for this. And shoot this.
As the tenants
Oh, curse explosion. Okay, that's 2 demonettes down. That's pretty nice. Let's reset back to her swords. And I'm going to get her to medkit herself back up to full health.
Do you think my body was suffering?
Okay, that's all good. So, wait, she has... Where it hurts is the one she does when she got damage of time on people. She's got pain resonance, which is, again, they've got to have damage of time on them. She's got blood oath. Blood attack a single enemy via dispatch to mark. Next attack against cannot be dodged or parried. If attack kills a target, the blade dancer gains plus 17 wounds and plus 1 AP. And she's got Death God Assassin must mark a target whenever creature attacks, 1 stack of initiative for every 10 wounds. So it's Blood Oath I need to be using. He's best friends with him. Shieldy McShield to your face and Swordy McStabber. Yes, he does. Okay, that's all I'm going to do with Kibala right now. I mean, I could actually jump Kibala into cover here, but I think we're okay. So that's my turn over. I've done everything I can. I think I'll just move up with the rest of the party here. Now we're going to get stun grenaded, aren't we? Poor Kibala. She's not in the right position for herself right now. Oh, is she turning into a demon? What is she doing? That was a weird...
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Oh, and the Eldar have just arrived. That's what it was showing us. Okay. Our Eldar reinforcements have arrived. Unfortunately, they just sent us a bunch of Guardians. Like, we don't even have any... there's not even any Aspect Warriors. I'm very disappointed. Kibala, no! Okay, Kibala just went down, but Chat brought her back to life. Then then she died again. Unfortunately. We're fighting the Governor because she's a Slaanesh worshipper. We found that on the last stream. Okay, Abelard is taking an absolute beating, and he just got stabbed. The Maid of Honor just teleported and summoned another demonette. This guy's got a Shrieking Catapult, which is cool as hell. And he missed with every shot. Alright, things are getting really bad for us. Now, at the moment, Yerlet has cast on her Take Aim. So her next attack ignores cover. So I don't need to use Precise Attack on this attack. So the Maid of Honor, I should be able to use a Deadeye shot on. I can't see her. So she's moved to a position where I can't see her. That's super frustrating. The Maid of Honor is my primary target. If I move Yolette here, I have a shot on her. Yeah, sure, exactly. So let's move Yolette here.
Swiftly to strike.
Then I need to re-pop Perfect Spot.
This tedium is beneath me.
Okay. And then I'm going to fire a precision shot on her.
Serves your cause.
Okay. And then I'm going to hit with the free attack.
If I
missed, unfortunately. I'm going to set up in my sights as well. So as long as she doesn't get an extra turn, she'll get a free attack on this person at the start of her next turn.
If it serves your cause.
Okay, that's them targeted. Now it's Argenta. An Aspect Warriors to a Guardian is a space with regards when you're failing to encounter routine engagements like this. No, I want Aspect Warriors. Okay, let's put Argenta here and we'll rapid fire in this direction. So Argenta to here. We'll pop a rapid fire. And we will fire... Unfortunately, I've not got shots on her. And I've not... Doesn't look like I've got shots on this person either. So it's just going to be on the two demonettes, who honestly are the primary targets here. Okay, that wasn't as great as I was hoping it would be. And that's the end of Argenta's turn. Jay is next. I can open up... Jay can move to here. Jay can use her pistols in close combat with no penalty. So let's move Jay to here, just so that she's got the angle. And then I'm going to open up with the Shrieking Pistol.
I can do that with the right incentive.
And then I'm going to open up with the other pistol. Okay, not quite as good as her last attack, unfortunately. Vistenz is coming in. Okay, it's down to me. I can't give... Okay, I can give both of them extra attacks. No, I can only give Jay an extra attack. So let's start with Jay's extra attack. Everyone is already buffed.
Who, if not me?
And I'm going to fire... I've got 2 AP. So I think I'm going to fire a Toxic Burst. 69 damage. 69 damage. I only have 3 shots left in the Shrieking Pistol. But I've got 5 shots left in the... what is the burst on this? This is a burst of 6. So this is most of a burst. I think that's my best chance to kill this guy.
Getting paid for this.
Okay, did not do that much damage at all, unfortunately. And I can't reload at this moment. In that case, I could Deadeye Shot it to try and kill it, 34% chance to hit. Or I could use my Magic Ring, 12% chance to hit. Standard Shot is 34. Is that... It's the same as the Deadeye. I think I just have to take the Deadeye Shot and hope I get it. The other option is a Grenade. I've got a Fire Grenade I could throw here. 100% chance to hit the Demonette, and it will also mean anyone else has to run through fire. The Demon has 16 HP left. This does 10 fire damage with 20 fire penetration. In case you don't have to read this fight, precision kills with the splash lands on other enemies. Yes. I do have a Crack Grenade. A Crack Grenade should kill this thing. I'm going to Crack Grenade her. Okay, she's down. That frees up these two to not be pressured as hard.
Chaos guides me.
Oh dear. Okay, no. It looks like this is another wipe, unfortunately.
fragility
Yeah,
has
there
been
goes Argenta.
exposed.
It's just me and Yolette left. And the Guardians. And I don't think the Guardians are going to be enough. Thanks, T-Ram.
I serve the ruinous power.
He's going to stun grenade these two. Oh no, he's going to open fire on them. They've got high dodge, the old Elder Guardians.
Turn this favor tenfold.
There's a stun grenade.
My faith strengthens me. Death to the heretic.
Yeah, this looks like another wipe. And there's another demonette. I just realized who the maiden is. It's her, her partner. Okay, that was good. Maybe next time stay back until the Elder. Yeah, that's probably what I needed to do. That was the free attack. Let's reload and go again. There's no point continuing from there. We know that's a failure. I may need to just rebuild the party as well. Like, I don't have the best party for this. Try to take out weak enemies to keep getting death from above. Also, if she doesn't dodge, you might want to put her nearly on her own. She doesn't have... Her dodge really hasn't kept up. That was the idea between putting Abelard in the middle and her... Alright, Artichoke, thank you for your advice. I really appreciate it.
One and it's done.
Okay, so here we are back in the room. Let's just let the cutscene fire. We're doomed. We are indeed doomed. Just rush the boss. I don't think we'll live long enough if we do that. What we could do is there is a lot of cover in the back of the room here. So I could, for example, put Yolette behind this St. Andrew's Cross thing.
Sharp eye.
Not that I know what it is or anything. Let's grab this. And then we could put Argenta behind this. Yolette here.
For now.
Can we not stand there? Can I not get behind that? If I can't get behind this, then it doesn't work. I think I will be able to get behind it in combat. And then I put me
Fate and fortune favor the bold.
back here, maybe. So that's all my long-range shooters. And then we've got Jay kind of hanging out here. With Abelard in front of her.
I'm at your service.
And then we've got... We just need to get Kibula somewhere. So I could have Kibula... If I could get deeper into this chamber where the bed is, like if I could get back here, that would be amazing. Damn it. I did not mean to start the battle. Let's put Kibula in cover here. I did not mean to start the battle. Crap. Okay, let's just check cover. So Yolette can't get in behind here. So Yolette's going to have to go here. So these two are in cover with great firing lines now. I was going to swap them around. I'm in cover here. I've got Jay in cover here. Abelard's in cover. Is Abelard in? Abelard's in half cover here. Let's put Abelard in cover here because then they're going to have to come to him. He's got good cover all around him. We'll try this. If nothing else, they have to move a lot further to get to us.
Out of my way!
Jeez. The damage is really high. I'm also under-leveled for this area, which doesn't help. The problem that's going to happen here is I think we'll get overwhelmed by Demonettes from the Maiden of Honor, because she's just going to summon one every turn. But if we can kill the guards, that might change everything. Okay, that was better. Alright, Argenta's up first, which is actually wonderful. I'm going to just blast this way. So we're going to pop Furious Recital, get myself a little bit of momentum. Then we're going to pop Rapid Fire, and then we're just going to blast at this guy here. Okay, that's a lot of damage on him already.
Death to the weak.
Ooh, holy crap, that was a huge crit on Argenta.
Stop me.
Huge crit. Okay, Yolette's up next. She does not have a shot on the Maid of Honor, which is a problem. But we'll activate Perfect Spot. And I think I'm just going to get her to shoot at the Secret Chamber Guard, do as much damage to him as possible. Then we'll take her free shot, and then I'm going to set up an In My Sights as well. But the problem is she will end up with a free turn this turn from me. Does it count as cover for Argenta, not Yolette? That's a good question. Does it count as cover? I can't check it right now. I think you're right. I don't think it counts as cover. That's why she's taking so many hits. Okay, that'll be why. We'll need to move her on her next turn. So I'm going to do a Deadeye shot. I just want to do a standard shot. 95% chance to hit this guy. Let's take a standard shot on him.
Not your Zeus pet.
Okay,
Monkey.
then we'll take the free shot on him.
If it serves your cause.
That didn't kill him, unfortunately. And then I'm going to set up a
This
extra turn shot on him. And then, that's the end of return. Our Abelard, I don't really want to move. He's in a great position. What I will do is oh, he doesn't have a shotgun, does he? I think all I'm going to do with Abelard, I can't throw a crack grenade this far. I really like his position. I don't really want to move him out of it. So I'm just going to get him to brace for impact. And I'm going to get him to endure. And I might get him to move to here, actually. So that anyone coming along here gets stuck in his melee range.
Stay vigilant.
Yeah, they're shooting our Argenta because she's not in cover.
Break their morale. Lost in our ranks.
Okay, did I just go down? No, I didn't. Palace Guards have Mentok level accuracy. Yeah, they do. Okay, I'm almost dead. But I need to buff everybody. You can aim shields towards enemy. Oh, I should have done that. Okay, we're going to start off... where is Chat right now? Oh, Chat died. God damn it. They killed Chat. Where am I going to move Argenta to? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to here. Then I'm going to give... I'm going to... You serve me on Argenta. Actually, I need to do one of these first. Wait, do I not have range?
Compromise my principles.
I can't do it from here. And then I'm not in cover. I moved too far away from him. I'm too used to relying on Chat. Chat dying has actually really messed me up here. And Argenta not being in cover is a huge problem as well. Argenta will die by her next turn unless I save her. What's the range on this? It's 5 tiles, isn't it? Officer Richard grants an additional ally. Target. No, there's no line of sight to her. This is blocking line of sight. That's what the problem is. I can revive Chat with reactivate, can't I? Well, that uses up 3 AP. I think I'm going to have to. So I'll revive Chat.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
Okay. So Chat is back up, and I have line of sight on Chat. So if I move back to here where I have cover, I can then give a free move to Jay.
It's as good as done.
Which also gives a free move to Argenta. Good. I don't actually want to move Jay, but I do want to move Argenta. And I can put Argenta... This isn't cover either. This isn't cover either. So this is actually a terrible place to fight from. The only cover are these statues. Yeah, none of this stuff back here is actually cover. That's really awful for me. I think we're doing a heroic sacrifice, but honestly, I think we're pretty cooked. I don't see this attempt going very well, because I assumed this was cover and it's not. We actually kind of have to set up here, with like a gun on each side, and then maybe like a fighter in the corners here, forcing them so they're not in the line of fire. It's this pit is actually making this really difficult. It's such a terrible place to fight. And you can't really fight in this corridor either, because there's no cover in the corridor. I don't know where I can put Argenta. I can put her here for now, but I think she's going to die. And then that's for my turn. I guess I can you serve me on Argenta.
I'll see to it personally.
Yeah, the problem is the party that we've been kind of voted to use doesn't didn't let me take melee units. Is kind of what happened. So I want to pop a Blood Oath on this guy. Then I want to hit him.
Trust me.
Then I get to use Where It Hurts. No, I should do Where It Hurts first. I use Pain Resonance. That hurts him a bit. And then if I use a Blade Dance...
As honor,
it is. Okay, then I can jump to here. I can't. I don't know. I still have line of sight to jump to there. Amazing. We'll end the turn there then. Okay, Jay is up. We can do some pistol damage with Jay. I could get an attack. I can't really get an attack from Argenta because Argenta's going to hit me. But I can pistol this guy in an attempt to kill him.
I can do that. Never.
Okay, he's down. That's something. We can attempt to toxic... This guy's out of range, so we can't do that. Let's give Yurlet...
You've got a problem, I've got a problem.
So she now ignores cover on her attacks. And I'm going to put a You Serve Me on Yurlet as well. And that'll be the end of your turn.
Accept it. Embrace it.
This is really tough. I think this attempt is scuffed, unfortunately. Because all the stuff I've taken cover behind isn't actually cover. Here come the Eldar. I don't know how much help they will be, but we'll see. Okay, he just healed himself and tried to stab me. Eldar Guardian coming up. Okay, he just cleaved Kibala. What the hell? Oh, whoa, 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 Deadly Wiz, what the hell? Holy crap! Dude, that's insane. I am absolutely... What just happened? Hang on, the game... Stuff is happening in the game, I can't even pay attention. Give me a second, game. What the hell? Deadly Wiz, thank you so much. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. I have never had that happen before. That is unbelievable. You can tell I'm absolutely stunned. Thank you so, so much. Holy crap. You're an absolute legend, Deadly Wiz. If you're here, The Lemon, Strife 6, Vigi95, Freezu, Nox Immortalis, Amtep Gaming, Zumukta T82, Homie Claus 2001, Sujin Tofu, and Matty CS, you should all say thank you very, very much to the Deadly Wiz. Deadly Wiz, I cannot thank you enough. I hope you enjoy dying in Xenonauts 2 because I'll definitely make sure that you end up as a soldier as soon as possible. That's incredibly, incredibly kind of you. Thank you. I'm overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed. And now I'm going to lose this fight. You did not have to do that. Thank you so much. Fraser, that's very kind of you.
Chat just got promoted.
What? Chat did indeed just get promoted, Sujin Tofu. Bro, actually, have a comment is awesome for the community. Thank you, Sadicus. Please make me the bravest Aussie sniper. I will do my best. We already have Vessel as our premium sniper at the moment, but we'll see what we can do about that. Okay, how scuffed is this attempt? Do I continue here? Kibala is dead, thanks to the Eldari Guardians by the looks of it. I cannot shoot with Argenta because I'm in the way. I can move her here. I take some shots. I'm having to complete with Vessel. We do need a backup, I suppose. I guess we just continue doing what we can. So, I can either take a large medkit or I can shoot. I feel like it's scuffed no matter what I do. So let's just drop a rapid fire. And we'll fire off a burst fire. We're going to hit... There's a small chance we hit Abelard with this barrage. Okay, we did hit Abelard a little bit. Let's reload. And I can actually use a med kit as well, which we will do. Okay, Argenta's a little bit back in the fight.
Chaos guides me.
Oh, thank you for becoming a channel member, Damus. What's going on? Thank you very much, Damus. It's very kind of you. Welcome to the squad. Okay, this guy she just took a free hit on him. I've got a free hit. Oh, there's so many demonettes, and I still haven't got a shot on the Maid of Honor. Ooh. Let's take a free shot on this demonette for 5 damage, and then I've got a 41 to 45% chance to hit this one. I don't need to aim for another opening. The opening is on this side of her. What is the difference? What does the deadly shot do? Plus 50% bonus to the effective range and plus 10% hit shot. So I don't really need to do the deadly shot. I've got a shot on her. Okay, we've hit and penetrated. I'll line up a free shot on her. Exploit and then shoot. Yeah. Okay, I should be exploiting first. That's right. She gets bonuses off the exploits. Operatives are never a class I particularly enjoy using because they're very complicated. Alright, let's get Abelard to do some sword and board work. I don't think I want to use Reckless Strike here. We'll take a stab. We'll set up the shield wall.
I will do my duty.
Is he gonna stun grenade everybody? Okay, everybody over here got stun grenaded. And then he's gonna run and gun and get a shot off. That guy's a big problem.
Strands of fate.
Okay, could have done with a nice big burst fire on all of those guys there, but you do you. That's okay. Alright, I'm up. We need to get Argenta firing as much as possible here. Let's move chat up so that chat is protected and buffing everybody here. And then I want a you serve me on chat.
If not me.
And then I need a air of authority on chat.
I'll see to it personally.
And then I need a run and gun. Not a run and gun, an extra attack on Argenta. And then I will fire off another burst. It will, I will unfortunately have a 9% chance to hit Abelard, but we take what we can get. Okay, this one is almost dead. And then I'm also going to medkit me.
Be strong. Greater trials lie
Okay,
ahead.
Throws us back up on health. I could run and gun for another shot here. I could have actually burst fire. I didn't realize that was going to cost me. Rapid fire was going to cost me no AP. That was a mistake. But that's all. I don't really want to use. Yeah, we're going to have to use a finest hour, I think. Because I can use this will halve her fellowship, but she's not really doing that much in the way of fellowship buffing. So let's give your let and ignore cover,
And it is done.
and we'll fire off with the pistols. So I've got shots here that will hit Argenta. I can step out and shoot, but then I'm out of cover. Oh, no movement points anyway because I already did a buff. So that's going to hit Argenta. That's going to hit Argenta, yeah. What about shooting over here? Don't have shots on him. I don't have the range to hit those guys. Let's just give... I'm trying to think. I could also crack grenade to kill this, or at least do a lot of damage to it. That's probably what I want to do right now. Okay, she just got absolutely destroyed. That's good. I've got Linchpin and I've got Press the Advantage. The Master Attack empowers her next attack to deal plus 4% damage for every second tactical advantage it has. She's not doing that right now. She's also got Linchpin. The target ally or the Master Edition gains +1 resolve for every 5 stacks of tactical advantage the Master Edition has. So she's got 25 stacks, so she get 5 resolves. But the Master Edition loses half the stacks. Until the beginning of the Master Edition's next turn, the Master Edition gains stacks of tactical advantage equal to 29% of all momentum the target gains. So really I should be lynchpinning Argenta all the time, because that will increase how many stacks she has. Then she uses these stacks to give herself additional damage with her pistols. At the moment though, I'm got her in cover. We do also have Last Volley. The Master Technician selects a 3x3 zone on the battlefield. All allies, including the Master Technician, that have line of sight to any enemies within the selected zone will make an immediate single attack against a random ally within the zone that they can target with their weapons. Until the beginning of the Master Technician's next turn, all allies that attacked as part of Last Volley suffer -20 ballistic skill weapon skill. That doesn't seem worth it. The good version of this obviously is, but the desperate for measures version isn't. Let's end the turn for now. Okay, I'm back up. That was my turn, right. That was the free turn that I gave her. So let's end my turn. Now it's her actual turn. So what I could do, I could step her to here, where she will no longer be hitting Argenta, and open up on these two. The problem is that she'll be stuck out of cover. I could also bring her to here, maybe? Next turn? I could bring her to here and just fire some shots off, and then... When's Abelard's turn? All the way up here. And she'll also be blocking... She'll also be blocking Argenta. The problem with charging Abelard is he still ends up in Argenta's field of fire. That's what I'm thinking, TRM. But then Party White probably... Yeah. I think I want to move her here.
Living on the edge.
But the problem is, if I shoot from here, I think she's going to clip Abelard. No, but she hasn't got line of sights on any of these guys. Next enemies to go is the Maid of Honor and then that Demonette who's almost dead. We do have another grenade though. I've got an Eldar Plasma Grenade I could launch right here. Or I've also got a Gas Cloud Grenade. Which will kill this Demonette and poison this Demonette. Or I've got the Eldari Plasma Grenade. That will just kill that Demonette and badly injure... Oh, I can't actually make the throw. She hasn't got line of sight because she's behind the pillar. So the grenade isn't happening. I can't use the grenade. I think it's going to have to be... I can't give Argenta a free attack because Frost gave Argenta a free attack. I can give Abelard a free attack, but all he can do with that is charge. And after he charges, he's going to be blocking Argenta. Argenta won't be able to shoot because she'll hit him. Oh, this is very frustrating. What I can do is I can put Take Aim on Argenta, which means that Argenta ignores cover bonuses and deflection. We can give a You Serve Me to Abelard.
With the right incentive.
And I'm going to take the fight to the enemy.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
No line of sight. Okay. He can't actually charge this guy, even though I gave him the extra attack. He hasn't got line of sight to do it. So we'll just get him to brace and endure. At least got to set that up, and that's the end of her turn. We can move Jay on her next turn. Okay, if Estenza's getting into a position where I can actually do something about her, Jay could potentially take her out. He's stunned. And she's going to summon another Demonette. Oh crap, I forgot to end the shield. Jesus. Let's not forget that the Demonettes have a minus AP aura field as well. Okay, Argenta is up. If I step Argenta to here, I'm pretty sure she won't be clipping Abelard. I can also move Argenta to here, and she definitely won't be clipping Abelard. I need to stop her from hitting Abelard. She's doing it too much. And then we're going to pop. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to step Abelard in front of her on her turn. Let's rapid fire. And we will fire a burst. Oh my god, we are going to... No, if I aim like this, we're not going to hit Abelard. If I aim like this, we are going to hit Abelard. So it's going to have to be like this.
Faith without
Okay, I got one of them, which wasn't really worth it. If I run and gun, I can switch to her shotgun. I can't, unfortunately, concentrate fire, but I can at least shotgun these two. Okay. Oh, I could have run and gone back into cover. Yeah, that would be better. And there goes. She's going to go down now. Okay, Yolette's up. Yolette has Dispatch. This takes attack with the current weapon against an enemy. The attack cannot miss and deals plus 50% damage. It also deals additional damage equal to 25% of the target's missing wounds. The target's assassin's dodge reduction, armor penetration, and power reduction are doubled for this attack. The assassin suffers plus 100% more damage until the end of combat. She's really not taking damage at the moment. We could dispatch one of these. I don't know if it's worth it. Let's, first of all, we'll analyze this guy. Then I'm going to fire an ordinary shot against them.
This tedium has been needed.
Okay. Then I'm going to fire the free shot.
If it serves your cause.
And then I think I am going to dispatch.
My heart sinks with the thrill of battle.
Okay, that's another Demonette down. And I'm going to set up a free shot, which is, I used the wrong button, on this guy here because he's a huge problem. Okay, Abelard's up next. I'm going to get Abelard into combat. So we're going to move to here. And then we're going to stab her. She dodged it. And then I'm going to activate Breakthrough. And I think I can break through to the other side of her, possibly.
It will be done.
Okay, I have no idea what happened there in terms of animations, but that failed horrendously. And then I guess we just endure. Yeah. I can't do it again to her, unfortunately. That was weird. Run and gun again. Coming for Abelard, I think? This guy's a big problem.
To the brink of
And, okay, Argenta's down. God, this attack, this fight is hard. That's what I want from you. More of that, please. Okay, I'm back up, but all I've got is Jay. I think I'm gonna send Jay after Vistenza. So I'm going to give Jay voice of command. So does Jay have voice of command on her already? No. So I need to put voice of command on Jay. So I do that by relocating chat to here.
Make it happen.
And then I'm going to put voice of command on chat, which will put voice of command on Jay and on Abelard. Okay, then I'm going to give Jay a free move.
I'll see to it personally.
Which means she can move to here. And then I'm going to end her turn. Then Abelard gets a free move, and I'm going to move him to here, which ties the Secret Chamber Lieutenant into close combat. Then I can't give a free attack, so I'm just going to activate the healing protocol on chat.
If not me.
Okay, and that's everything I can do this turn. So Jay is up next. We're basically just going to, I just basically want to murder Vistenza. So I think I'm just going to run Jay right up into Vistenza's face and open up with both pistols.
I can do that.
That force field just absorbed all of that damage. Yeah, none of those attacks hit, I don't think. We'll reload her gun. And let's apply a take aim. Oh, I can't put. She can't put take aim on herself. She's got 27 stacks. So next turn, what objective does she have here? She's got onslaught. Movement points with 6. Grant 2 charges slash. Reduces chart will be scope. No, but I will pop press the advantage next turn.
Don't get too close.
Okay, that one hit. Take that. Of course, she's up next, and she runs away. Can you guys kill this one corrupted noble, please? Yes, they can. That's something, at least. And another demonette. Good work, Abelard. Okay, she's coming for Jay. Oh, she has an attack on Jay this turn.
Is that my blood?
I think it is, Jay. Thanks for helping Secret Chamber's guard. Okay, Violette hit the dude I wanted her to hit. I guess we just shoot. Demonettes. That's what we're doing, right? We are shooting demonettes. So I'll take a shot on this one.
I am not your ancestors.
Big hit. We'll do. I don't have a free attack. Oh, we're out of ammo. We need to reload. 3 AP to reload her rifle. We do have the free shot though, which I will take.
I am not your senior pet monkey.
I feel like you kind of are, Yolette, honestly. We might need to activate a daring breach on Abelard here. Where I cannot use charge the move point, I think I want a daring breach on Abelard after I've done some attacks. I'm going to activate Reckless Strike. Oh, that's only going to leave me with 1 AP. The demonettes are draining all of his AP. Let's just do a cleave on the 2 demonettes. Okay, that only did that much damage. I'm going to activate Daring Breach. That only gave him back 2. I was hoping it would refill his MP. It didn't. Okay, one of them down, and then we'll endure. Okay, he just did run and gun and then did nothing, which is fine. Please don't shoot Abelard. He's holding the line right now. He's so important. We're gonna give Abs a. Do I kind of not do that from here? Let's move me to. No, I don't have line of sight from there. I'm gonna have to move chat. I'm gonna relocate chat to here. Then I'm gonna have to move to here. That means I can hopefully give you an extra attack. I need you to kill this demonette, please. Okay, that's 2 demonettes down. You might as well put your shield facing this way. Now it's back to me. I'm gonna put a Valor on here. No, I think there's nobody who could get Valored. I should have taken a shot, actually. That's okay. Okay, Jay is back up, but Jay is now in combat with a demonette. So shoot the demonette. I'm sure it does. We'll just have to tap it.
I can do that.
Jay's gonna tank this demon and die, unfortunately. I can't get her out of here. Vistenza is bleeding out, which is something, and the Eldar Guardians are now moving into the fight. And there's currently only one demonette alive. There's currently only 2 demonettes alive.
Okay, now I'm really rattled up.
Jay somehow has one more turn. Too much laughter in this fight. Okay, I need to get him in close combat with Abelard. Okay, Yerlet, keep shooting people for me. That's your job, as you know. We need to do this. We just have to tap it, yeah. And then we're going to fire a shot on him. Big, juicy. Yes, that's what we need right now. That was the Emperor who guided that shot right there. Okay. Let's set up a... We'll take a free attack on her.
If I'm...
Let's go Emperor. If you should try the other one as well. Do not tap the demonette. That is not a recommend. I'm going to tap as many demonettes as I need to tap. I will tap demonettes all night long if I have to. Okay. Now you need to kill this guy. I need to just murder him. It doesn't look like he's got a melee weapon. So if you can trap him in close combat, that would be amazing. Apparently, there is cover here.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
So we're going to move here for the cover. Then we're going to trigger... If I do Reckless Strike, I will still be able to do an attack. So we're going to Reckless Strike. And then we're going to stab the Secret Service Lieutenant.
I will do my due. Target well struck.
54 crit. And an 11 shield bash. Well done. We'll finish off with an Endure.
It will be done.
Okay, that was a good turn from you, old man.
Follow my lead.
Okay. Good. This is starting to slowly go our way, apart from this situation over here, which I'm going to pretend isn't happening. Now, I can't give Abs another attack. Excellent.
On it.
Stab this man. Abelard, stab this man. I would have liked you to have stabbed him harder. Hit him with your shield. Well, actually, just set up his shield. I'm going to shoot him.
I'll see to it personally.
He dodged it. Crap. Anything else I can do? Not really. I can give a free move. I can't give a free move to him. We're going to shoot our special once per combat ring at him.
I'll make it happen.
We missed. Okay, that's literally everything I can do. Jay, I need you to deal with this thing that you're fighting. But you're just not able to kill it. We're going to pop press the advantage this turn for damage buffs. And then we're going to go full auto on the Shrieking Pistol. Then you have a 24% chance to hit. I have no way to buff your attack. This doesn't give me any... Target's next attack will not cover on double effective distance. I cannot block or dodge. If the target is under the effective voice of command. She is, I believe, under the effective voice of command. Because I voice of commanded her. No, she is not under the effect... Yes, she is under the effective voice of command. So, rules as written say that enemies cannot dodge this attack. If she has voice, or she can't do it to herself. Damn it.
Am I getting paid for this?
Okay, a little bit of damage, but really not enough.
Problem? I've got a
Oh, okay. Didn't realize reloading would trigger an attack opportunity.
Such is the will of chaos.
Okay, I need you guys to get better. Okay, you stole Abelard's kill, but that's fine. Good dodge. Not so good dodge. Do we think we can turn this around? Good shot, Yerlet. Through your teammate. I guess you want to shoot this guy here, so we will exploit him. And then we'll take the shot.
I am not your Z. Fortune favors
Good shot.
the swift.
And then we'll take the free shot, which is not that button. It's this button here.
This tedium is beneath me.
Okay. They're going to bleed out, I believe, at the start of their turn. They've got hemorrhage, They're bleeding for 4 damage, and they've got hemorrhage. So I've got a feeling they may die at the start of their next turn. So I'm going to set up a free attack on this guy here. And that's all you can really do. Abs is next. Abs can no longer charge because of the ability that I used. But what we can do is we can use Breakthrough to do some shenanigans. So we're going to move to here. We're going to break through. And we're going to step through this guy.
I took care of this one.
Then we're going to break through. I can't break through again. Damn, I was hoping to break through. But I can still attack. And we can cleave these two.
Back and forth.
Okay. And then I don't have enough AP, unfortunately, to face the shield this way. But I do still have movement available. But I don't really want to move. So that's all you're going to do right now. Okay, I'm up next. If this really is cover, I'm going to move behind it. That's a good point. I should have thought about the Elder stabbing me. Now, I could Finest Hour Abelard to give him another turn. And I could get him to maybe get close to her. I don't think that's going to work for me, though.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
That is a good point, Deadly Wiz. I'm just thinking about doing an overcharge here. The Servo Skull's Swarm immediately heals to full wounds. Maybe less prone and stun effects removed from it. It's the end of combat. I don't think... I could very easily go for her. I could just give Abelard a Finest Hour with no attack limit. He probably won't get there, actually, because his movement has been reduced by 3. But he would get a whole ton of attacks on these demonettes. Let's see what we can do.
It's as good as done.
We all believe in Abelard.
It will be done.
Okay. That's all he can do right now. I have a shot on her. Them. Okay, that still hits. Then I'm going to move Chat up to here because Chat does have a passive heal. And then I'm going to give Abelard a free turn.
Perfect moment.
Now, Abelard can only get to here, unfortunately. He can't get further than that. But I'm going to move him to here, where he can't be stabbed by the Eldar at the moment. And then I'm going to cleave these guys again. Okay, that's one of them dead.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Now he's free to move, and I can move him... So I can either get him to the boss, or I can get him to the Maid of Honor. If I get him to the boss, the Maid of Honor is going to continue to spawn demonettes. So I think I need to get him to the Maid of Honor, if I'm being completely honest. He's going to take an opportunity attack from the demonette when he leaves her zone of control. But I think I have to take the Maid of Honor out before I can do anything else. Oh, she didn't get an attack on him. Excellent. Okay, we're now in close combat here. We're going to activate Reckless Strikes, because I don't think she can fight back very well. And I'm going to hit her with my sword. She dodged. That was a chain of events. We're going to hit her again.
Victory is imminent.
There we go. 41 damage. 19 damage. Then we're going to endure. How many stacks of versatility do you have? He's got 9 stacks of versatility. The Archmilitant's next attack this turn will cost 0 AP and will not count towards the attack limit. The cost of this ability is reduced by -1 AP for every 4 stacks of it. So let's get another attack with Wildfire. 27. And that's all we can do right now, but we can Wildfire again next turn. I'm also going to set the shield up. Okay, now it's back to me. There's nothing else I can do this turn, so I'm going to end my turn. She's still bleeding out and running away. And she's got a terrible pistol. She's actually such a great noble, I have to say, because all she can do is run around and, like, cry. Now, unfortunately, the Elder have blocked my shots. The Maid of Honor has not summoned a demonette because she's in close combat with me. Never mind, the Elder are no longer blocking my shots. Yurlet, I need you to kill this thing. It's the last demonette, hopefully. Okay, give me a big bad shot. 100% chance to hit. Now that's how you kill a demon. Take notes, Grey Knights. Let's reload her gun. She doesn't have AP to reload her gun. There's nothing else I can really do with her this turn, so we're just going to end her turn. Abelard, let's start stabbing.
I will do like you.
Okay, and then we're going to Wildfire.
Back and call.
And we're going to stab again.
It will be done.
In fact, we can do it again next turn. And we'll endure again.
Back and call.
I do not fear a perilous path.
I'm glad to hear it. Okay, I need to get into this room because I need to give Abelard extra attacks.
Let's make some opportunities.
Can I give him one from here? Yes, I can.
I'll see to it personally.
It will be done.
42 crit and a shield strike. And we can afford to Wildfire. So we'll go again.
Indeed.
Okay, that's okay. I have a shot on her. It's only a 5% chance to hit. 5% chance to hit. I could also drop a fire grenade right here, which would set her on fire. Or I've got a force grenade, which will do 5 damage. Or I've got a crack grenade, which will kill her, hopefully.
On it.
Okay, she dodged the crack grenade. That's fine. Now she has no cover for next turn. Vistenza is doing her thing. Demonic Regeneration is a little bit annoying. Missed with her Toxic Needle. Reloaded her pistol. Eldar Guardian moving in. Just gonna steal the kill again. Not quite. Okay, Yurlet needs to move.
Just designate a target.
She hasn't got a shot. No, so I'm just gonna reload her gun. Okay, and yeah, she definitely hasn't got a shot on anyone he knows. She's just out of range. Let's end her turn. Abs is back up. I'm going to activate Reckless Strikes. Stab her.
At your beck and call.
Killed her with the shield bash. Then I'm going to move up.
Tactically sound
And we're going to start stabbing Vistenza. Finally. We'll use Wildfire to get another extra attack. We will stab her. Ooh, 28 damage. Her shield did not block that.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
And then we'll block her with a shield.
I will not fail the craft world.
Whew. I can't believe we've actually managed to maybe turn this around. Can I give you an extra turn? I can.
See to it personally.
Stab her.
Victory is imminent.
Okay. She can absorb. She has a chance to basically absorb 50% of all attacks. Which just makes her annoying to fight. Okay, and then I want to order chat to get in here because chat can heal. Can't fill a craft one if you don't have one. Exactly. I was just thinking the same thing. I was just thinking the exact same thing. Oh, what a fight. This has been the entire stream. This one fight. Okay, Yurlet still can't do anything to help.
I move as if unseen.
Unfortunately, there's just nothing she can do. She can't even put stacks on her. Abelard can't charge either, which means he can't get in range to fight her because he's such an old man.
Follow my lead.
So he's going to have to walk forward and he's just going to have to endure. That's all he can do.
We all walk our own path.
Watch this Guardian kill Abelard and make us unable to fight this boss. I can't even the Elder Allies. I assumed I could, but I figured that Abelard was a better target for the buffs.
Tested tactics are the best ones.
I'll make it happen.
I'm going to keep using Reckless Strike, actually. I feel like it's important to do here.
Indeed.
64. Oh, damn. That Toxic Needle hit. That was a lot of damage. Okay, if I move over here, I might be able to open up a shot.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
And I'll put a You Serve Me on the Guardian, why not? Yeah, she's dead. Well, bye, Guardian. The Guardian's out of there. Oh my god. What a fight. What a slog. Yurlet lowers her weapon, but her shoulders remain tense. She finally catches her breath, shaking her hair out of her face on a full motion. And looks, thank you, Douglas. It's very kind of you. Oh. You have done your duty, Alentark. From now on, the Lelethian has hope for the future. A future without Slaanesh and her followers. This world has yet to be cleansed, but there is a time for everything. Now is the time to thank you. I doubt Xenos are capable of eliminating heresy on the planet for us, but in a situation with limited resources, Throne preserve me if I ever repeat this sentiment, but the Elder's assistance is the best we can hope for in the short term, barring a radical solution to the problem. I hope this is the last I'll hear about cultists on Yanis. You're hoping in vain. The seeds these spawn leave behind may sprout in 100 years, in other people and other deeds. I pray that I am wrong. I will most likely return to Yanis in the future. I must keep an eye on my worlds. Yolette nods. Look at the blood. That's not even with a kibble of doing blood explosions. Oh, they're back. Slaanesh's voice is dwindling. The Lethean is safe. The place must be cleansed. Burn it, monkey. We have fulfilled the terms of the agreement. Do not forget what you promised us, monkey. Okay. There must be some good loot in here somewhere, right? What was the maid carrying? She had a knife. A noble... She had a knife, yeah. And she had a sinister diary. Grants plus 20 bonus to lore warp and minus 10 to willpower resistance test. I mean, that could be used by Adiria. Oh, actually, I don't really care about clearing wounds right now. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Just some junk. She has to have had some good loot on her. Surely. She's got a needle pistol, which does 13 to 20 damage. Has a rate of fire of 1. I mean, I don't think I'm going to use it, but we'll carry it. She was wearing Enforcer Light Carapace. 25% armor. Character will dodge 2%. Okay, that doesn't seem particularly good. We'll see if someone can wear it. And then she had a signet ring, which grants plus 10 to persuasion. Which I don't think we need, to be honest. Our persuasion is so high. But that was very disappointing loot from her. There's just some stuff to sell. Anything in her office?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh.
Smiles on us. Speak a long time.
We've got some traps. This is a explosive trap? Yeah, okay, let's send you in.
With a feeling of wonder.
Can you give the needle pistols to Abelard? Abelard can't wield a weapon because he has a shield, unfortunately.
A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
Alright, Argenta, calm down. What's this? Power grips, plus 10 to strength. That sounds useful. There's something on this here. Notes on the nature of aristocracy. Okay. We're not going to read this right now, but it's basically talking about how the aristocrats are better than the rabble by the looks of a quick skim. There is also a locked safe here, which we'll do tech use on.
A minor setback.
Okay, we'll use a multi-key on it. And there's just stuff to sell. Okay, I'm a bit disappointed by the loot so far. I'm not going to lie. I was expecting, hopefully, something a little bit better than this.
Is there money to be made?
There are all the dudes in here, I guess. I love how these people are still alive, by the way. These infected nobles. They haven't been killed. We've got improved flak vest. I'm sure someone could probably use that. And then they were just using Civetta's patent auto guns and a standard bolter to do all that damage. And then there was just the nobles over here. Again, just crap. And then there's some goods here. And again, it's just stuff to sell. So yeah, the loot is not great. And we didn't even level up, which is surprising. Oh well, I guess we just... Is that everything? Do we just leave? Yeah, we just leave, okay. Well, that's that quest dealt with. We have saved Yanis. There's some stuff I still need to... Here we go. We'll need to speak to Quint here. The secretary's shaking in terror. Your ladyship, what happened? Where is Lady Viat? The secretary stares at Yerlet in horror. His face twists, but he cannot seem to get out a single word. Vicensis Viat has been executed as a traitor to the Imperium. Her accomplices must be found and put to death immediately. Vicensis Viat has tragically perished in the hands of perfidious traitors to the Imperium who infiltrated her inner circle. She must be avenged. Hunt down and execute her conspirators. Now, I'm going to go with the truth. Technically, you lose the planet from her. True, Pango, true. Vicensis Viat has been executed as a traitor to the Imperium. Oh, no. Heresy. Heresy on Yanis. May the God Emperor watch over us. Whatever the governor did, I had no knowledge of it. We will root out those who colluded with her right away. The secretary begins to speak, but thinks better of it, instead choosing to step aside and bow his head as you pass.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay, is there anyone important to talk to in here? No, I think the important people we need to talk to are outside. Yeah. How do I now send food to the space station is what I want to know. That's the important thing, is that we're sending food to the space station. Okay, that's just my party. Quint is over here. Quint is, I think, who I need to speak to, even though we just spoke to him. Because he's the administratum clerk who does stuff. Your ladyship, speaking with you is always an honor. Nope, okay. He's actually forgotten everything we just did. What does my quest log say? Return to the ship. The Voxmaster is waiting orders regarding the fate of this world. Okay. So we just need to return to the ship. That's interesting. It's Slaanesh. What kind of unsafe, safe for work equipment are you expecting to find there? I don't know, like a big sword or something? I've got a couple of heretics in my crew. They can use that stuff. If I'm going to be tapping demonettes all night, they can take a double-ended Slaanesh sword. We will now have control over the granaries of Yanis. The promise of help given to the Legion of Footfall, Vladim Tokar, can now be fulfilled, should the Rogue Trader so desire. Alright, I'm going to let you guys vote on this, but I really hope you pick the right option. So, there's 3 options. We can't pick number 3, so there's only 2 options for this vote. Option 1 is the iconoclastic option, send provisions to Footfall, giving its inhabitants new hope and asserting their right to rule over the station. Or there is the dogmatic option, do not send supplies to Footfall, allowing the righteous Incendia Cordia to restore imperial order on the lawless station. That is for you to pick. I am letting you pick the serious options in this campaign. So it's exclamation mark V1 for option 1, exclamation mark V2 for option 2. The vote is going to start now. Let me know which one you want to go with. A vote has begun. Iconoclast or dogmatic? What option are we picking? We've got 1 vote for V1, 1 vote for V2. Daedra, it's not going to count your vote because you put a full stop after it. So if you want to get your vote back in, make sure you get that back in because it's not going to pick it with the full stop. Pango, okay, we've got a lot of votes coming in for V1. Looks like most people are iconoclastic. I'm sorry, Deadly Wiz. They are not following your dogmatic way of thinking. Peter Sibber HD. We still haven't got Daedra's vote back in, so just Daedra, be aware that your vote hasn't been counted. 30 seconds left on the vote. They're quick votes. Daedra's vote now been counted. Okay, it's pretty overwhelming for the iconoclast option, unfortunately, for our one dogmatic person in the channel. Heretical people in chat. No, see, the heretical option is grayed out. We can't pick it. Then that's the heretical option. We're picking the iconoclastic option. And we already gave the planet to the Eldar and have an Eldar in our party. We're pretty heretical. Unfortunately, Mitchebian, you just missed out on the vote. Remember next time to have your exclamation mark before the number. We uphold our promises here, boss. I am the heretic. Yes, you are. Send provisions of Footfall. The inhabitants of Footfall Station will praise the rogue trader who spared them the painful choice between starvation and succumbing to the reign of the Incendia Corda. We gained 350 experience, we gained 5 profit factor and 15 iconoclastic stuff. To welcome the new rogue trader, the Dennis Mechanicus planetary office brought to the ship an offering of several versatile macro combines. Ancient machines whose carcasses can be found on Yanis and carefully restored. The Sacred Steel Titans will serve the Von Valencia's deities. We've got 3 more mobile extractors, which is great. And that's everything I think we can do on this planet. We do have a project to complete, though. And again, I'm going to get you guys to vote on the project. So there's 3 options. There's the Chem Princes. Many planetary aristocrats have stained themselves with incompetence and lost their titles. A new mobility of Chem Princes will be created out of subjects who prove capable in science and governance. Those who succeed in wisely managing the agri-complex fiefs, strictly maintaining obedience among the commoners, and increasing the output of rare organic materials will keep their positions. That gets us the Apexlium Stimulant, which gives plus 10 to strength, toughness, and agility, and minus 10 to intelligence, perception, and willpower. Then that will replenish over time. It gives us plus 1 security, 4 chemicals, and 2 provisions. And it will block the other 2 projects. Or we can take the Ultra Requisitors. In the days of the mutiny, many among Yanis' pampered nobility fled the planet. They are to be replaced with more enterprising servants. A small but ambitious Ultra Requisitor syndicate belonging to the Cassia Mechanical mission has contacted the rogue trader with a lowly request to entrust the governance of Yanis to them. With Vladim Tokara pushing all of his competitors out of the cold trade, the Ultra Requisitors are hoping to change the line of business and become dignified aristocrats serving House von Valencius. They will get us the Tears of Repentis, which give us, it's a grenade, All creatures within the area of effect created by this grenade must pass a strength, toughness, and willpower resistance test with -20 penalty. On a failed toughness test, they become blinded. On a failed strength test, they become slowed. On a failed willpower, they become disturbed. They get replenished. We get +2 profit factor. We get plus 25,000 RP with the Bacalica mission, and we gain +1 complacency. Affects the amount of profit factor produced by the colony and the speed. Okay. The last one is Sophocracy. Yanis is ailing, and who better to cure it than the sage genitors of the Magos biologists? Management of the agri-complexes will be taken away from the Aristocrats and handed over to the servants of the Omnissiah, who will synchronize the operations for the benefit of the planet. This doesn't give us any items, but increases the planet's efficiency by 1, the planet's security by 1. So we've got the Chem Princes, who will give us a stimulant, the Ultra Requisitors, who will give us quite a powerful grenade, and the Sophocrists, who will give us just a better planet in general. That's a vote. So option 1 is Chem Princes, option 2 is Ultra Inquisitors, option 3 is Sophocracy. I'm going to let you guys pick on this because that's what you do on this stream. So vote start 3-1. Let's go. Again, it's only going to run for 1 minute, so get your votes in quickly. Exclamation mark V1 for Chem Princes, exclamation V2 for Ultra Inquisitors, exclamation mark vote of 3 for Sophocracy. Deadly Wiz is straight in there, wanting the Adeptus Mechanicus to take over. Daedra also wants the Adeptus Mechanicus to take over. Core also wants the Adeptus Mechanicus to take over. We've got someone going for Sujin wants to give it to the criminals. The Mechanicum is my thing, so always. You'll get on well with Mishaps if she was here. Peter Saber HT is going for Ultra Inquisitors. Pango. It's a close vote, actually. It's a very close vote. If you have not voted, your vote is going to count for this one. It's 3-4 for Ultra Inquisitors versus Sophocracy. Very, very close. You've got a couple seconds left to get your vote in if you want to try and snipe this. Otherwise, it looks like it's going to go for Sophocracy. The vote's going to end any second now. I feel like an auctioneer. You've got 2 seconds, you've got 5 seconds, 5 seconds to go. Looks like the vote is about to end with the option 3 Sophocracy being picked. I will wait for the vote to end just to be certain. And there we go. Gab Channel in there with the last moment with a vote for vote 3 to secure it. So we're going to pick Sophocracy. Cool. Once that project is completed, we'll have other ones to do. Okay, we are finished. We are finished with Yanis. I think we've already explored. I don't even know if we've explored the Gas Giant. We've definitely explored the Snow World. Let's see what's going on at the Gas Giant. And sold to the Mechanicus, yes. Yeah, we've done everything we can here. Okay. In that case, it's time to jump to the Warp. Which we do from, if I remember, it's this button here. So where is our next destination? We have completed our first major quest of Act 2, and we did that by jumping pretty much straight here. So this is where Footfall is, which is where the station is. We don't know what's here. The Soto's Tomb. We've got Avorius. We've been through Trinitas. So the places we can go from here... I need to chart new routes first. Okay. So the darker the color, the more dangerous the route is. But we could jump back to Avorius. We could jump forward to Pulvis Platinum. Or to the Silence of Mer Surgit. Or the Ocelio Prophecy. That sounds worrying. House Ocelio are, of course, the Navigators, and a system called Their Prophecy sounds a bit scary to me. We could also jump back to Trinitas and then explore these systems here. It looks like these are all planets we need to go to for quests in this direction, but we need to get some experience, honestly. We were under-leveled for that world, and it really showed. I'm thinking we either go to Pulvis Platinum or Silence of Mer Surgit. What was the planet someone told you skipped last stream? I can't remember, Peter Saber. I think they were just surprised that we went straight from football to here. We didn't do any of the systems along the way. But we could jump back to Forbundus. It would kill us. We could also jump back to Trinitas, which is a very safe jump. And then we could jump out maybe to Omicron and backtrack a little. Let's jump back to Trinitas. This route is unsafe, but we should be fine to warp travel. Permission to report, Lord Captain. I keep receiving messages about strange behavior in certain ship systems. All deck report the uncontrollable opening and closing of doors, gates, and airlocks. They behave erratically and do not obey the operator's commands. Regrettably, this has led to casualties among the crew. The tech briefs have explained that these phenomena are being caused by the machine spirit's irascibility and have spent hours chanting liturgies to soothe their anger. Unfortunately, many crew members were badly injured before the prayers could stabilize the systems. And for the record, don't bother backtracking for now. Some of the places you have skipped are encounters you are not ready for. Well, I've just backtracked. The tranquility of the warp jump was disturbed by reports of frightening sounds and visions that descended upon the crew. Hundreds of people reported knocking and screaming behind the bulkheads of the void vessel. The sound, we've got Pascal, a deadly whiz. The sound of nails scratching against the hull and elongated Eldari-like shadows thrashing about the long passageways. The phenomenon was most prominent in the far corner of the officer deck where the new Lord Captain's companion named Gillett. I mean, are we dragging an Eldar through the warp? Are we being that horrible? We're dragging her through the warp. No wonder things are going crazy. We're going to be hounded by Slaanesh until we get rid of this girl. The machine spirit is casting a dank smell. The ship left the hostile material and returned to real space. The warp jump went surprisingly smoothly. None of the deck officers on duty reported any incidents. However, a strange discovery awaited Lord Captain when she returned to her quarters. The bed was unmade, and the impression of a head was still visible on the pillow. There were no other signs of intrusion. The guards swore under oath nobody had entered the Lord Captain's quarters. The material releases from its grip. Okay, so we are now here. I say we jump to Omicron. It's the safest jump. It's not a full backtrack. And we can explore a little bit over here. And maybe we'll get another jump to System Speculo that isn't quite so dangerous. That's what I'm thinking. Wooden Plank Games is probably about to tell me that we're all going to die horribly if I make this jump. But we're going to make the jump. I'm going to save before we make the jump. Let's jump. Lord Captain, I hasten to report disturbing news brought to me by the machine spirits of the ship. The matter is extremely delicate and concerns Lady Cassia. You see, since our first day aboard, her presence has been a disturbance to the crew's way of life. If you allow, I have prepared a detailed report. Cassia is an honored guest on this void ship, and voidsmen must come to terms with all our oddities and caprices. For those who cannot, lashes to every one of them. Deliver your report. Slaanesh looking at Elder like food. Exactly, Bin Laden. The first incident occurred immediately after departure from Urek 5. The Lady Navigator chastised one of the ship's runners, after which he went to his living quarters, killed his family, and then shot himself. He had a business meeting. Did you win the day? I did somehow manage to win the day, Tyrion. It was a very difficult fight, but we did somehow manage to do it. And we didn't even level up. And then we had some voting on what to do with the planet. The second incident was noted when traversing the Lorp. The Lady Navigator gave the pilots the wrong instructions, and the void ship was thrown off course, for a matter of minutes. But this was enough for the forces of Imperium to anger the machine spirits, enough for them to start a fire in the service bay. After that, officers living near the Lady Navigator's quarters began to express extreme emotions. Hysteria, apathy, euphoria, rage. Oh, the direction of that system. Aboard is an encounter riding by parties high level news on the easiest difficulty. But guess what we're doing next? This is quite detrimental to crew morale and performance. The last incident was recorded on Footfall. Around 100 living birds were delivered on board during our stay on Footfall. Each bird cost a hefty sum, but I have failed to discover their purpose and subsequent fate. I was also told about a conflict between the Lady Navigator and the Seneschal. Alas, no details. It is, if you like, you can ask Master Versailles directly. Things are even worse with Jay. I interrupted a forecast in which she promised she would, and I quote, end that Casca if I ever saw her again. If I may, Lord Captain, the Lady Navigator's state of mind worries me. She is self-contained and does not mesh with the crew at all, which is why everyone avoids her. Even senior officers can be superstitious. I fear that only you are in a position to talk to her on equal footing and improve the situation, for the sake of the crew's safety and that of Cassia herself. Okay, so I need to talk to her. My apologies, Lord Captain. The forces report your pet Eldar is in a foul mood and is moving towards the captain's bridge. We didn't dare stop her, but I expect you'll have a difficult conversation ahead of you. Cool. Everyone is unhappy and threatening to murder each other on my ship. And now my pet Eldar is coming. What you mean, here we go? I love how I always have to turn my big throne around.
Please spare me a brief moment of your time, Elantak.
Then it quietly appears beside the throne, exhaustion and anger set upon her brow.
Asurion knows that I do not care about the curious glances of Monkey. I grew inured to them back in the blossoming gardens of the Lilithon. They curse me from afar. They follow my every move. They ward themselves against me. Let them. After all, what can be done with such weak-minded, primitive creatures. And still, one monkey stunt has caused the cup of my patience to spill over. She dared to approach me, to speak to me, and touching my hand, she suggested that we withdraw somewhere private. She wanted Morag. The mere memory of it stirs up a tempest in my soul.
Okay, I have a warrant of trade, which lets me deal with the Xenos. Doesn't mean my crew can try to have affairs with the Xenos. Fraternizing with the Xenos, unspeakable heresy. Show me to this mad woman. I shall see to that she's suitably punished. I bet it was Jay. I will put real money on it being Jay that approached the Eldar. I'm certain it is her. Were you truly so offended? My people have behaved competently and I apologize for it. I wouldn't mind going somewhere private with you either. If you dislike how my people behave, try to spend some time somewhere more out of the way. Oh my god. To Deadly Wiz, be careful. Be very careful. What option do I pick here? Oh, hey Hildebrand, how's it going? Hey Alex Dragon, how's it going? I just kind of assumed it was a random crewman. I'm certain it was Jay. It just sounds like a Jay thing to do. Never mind. What do you mean, never mind? Just so you got your Nimbus video up. I do indeed. It's not me playing, though, just to warn you. I am a person of your word. I appreciate that. I'm not as crazy as Wiz. I'm worried this is going to close off all opportunities. Yeah, let's apologize. I'm with you there, Tyrion. Let's apologize.
I accept your words, Elantark. And still, try to imagine, Elantark, being lusted after by a wild beast. It is foul, disgusting, so vile that it makes your very soul shudder.
So I don't have a chance then, or that's the fraternizing one again. I'm also repelled by the thought of a human desiring an Eldar. I understand this is that it was unpleasant, but it does not mean that all humans are animals. That might be the good option. It might be Jay. I don't remember this comment when I instantly killed Jay when I met her. You are an exotic animal to my people, get used to it. For you, I am willing to become a wild animal or a docile pet. Oh my god, Owlcat. Is this your Rogue Trader X Eldar fanfiction coming through? Or a docile pet, seriously. Like a Rogue Trader would ever say that. If you dislike how my people behave, try to spend some time. I will speak to my subjects. You will not be bothered again. She expects you to be a douche novel or a beast. The best option is to be polite and professional. I'm actually going to go to option 4. I understand this incident was unpleasant, but that does not mean that all humans are animals.
No. Your kind, simple souls and narrow minds are the root of all these flaws.
Trader going rogue. I do have the mod on so that if I do choose to have a relationship, there's no limits based on sex, which the game doubly imposes. But I haven't picked anyone to have a relationship with.
And simple souls. Every day, I feel as if I am caught in a trap, surrounded by a pack of wild animals. I am prepared to pay this price to find my kin, but everything has its limit.
So the only new option here is perhaps you would stop insulting the human race at every turn, but I feel like that might be more of an aggressive option than it reads. I don't think you fully understand human thoughts and action. It will take time, but I can help you make sense of them. Is that me flirting with her? I'll speak to my subject, shoot an exotic animal. I think this is a little bit too aggressive, so I'm going to go for the second option, which, yeah, Peter Saber is agreeing with me there. Wait, what? This game has romance options? That's kind of the last thing I expected to have a game. Hildebrand, there's been so many opportunities for romance. Do you not remember my chief engineer or my chief flame fighter guy flirting with me on a train like 3 streams ago? There's so much sex in this game without it actually happening. I don't think you fully understand human thoughts and actions.
I have walked the path of awakening, Elantark, and learned to see that which is hidden and hear that which is unspoken. When I
fair
found
enough,
myself on the Lilithon, I watched
we have romanced the god Emperor himself
to understand the true nature of Monkey. I do not think you can tell me anything I do not already know. Nevertheless, I will not protest. Conversations with you are the only thing on this ship that can ease my solitude.
There's two options here. You are a Xenos, a strange and unknown creature, and humans strive to understand the unknown, for the unknown is the most frightening thing of all, which I quite like. Or, sometimes we struggle to understand the motives behind our actions, which seems like an attempt to excuse an inexcusable activity, so I'm going to pick the first option.
Had any of them wished to understand my nature, they would have already run away in fear from one who walks the path of the outcast. But they are just trying to provoke me, hurt me. No. Monkey are driven by their instincts. To survive, to breed, to ensure the preservation of their species and the annihilation of those who threaten them. It is neither good nor bad. It simply is.
Okay, I'm not going to pick the last option, so it has to be sometimes we struggle to understand the motives behind our actions.
It was emotions that once brought down my kind, Elantok, toppling us from our pedestal as rulers of the galaxy.
What's our power level?
Indulging your weaknesses or whims does not make your species any more attractive.
All humans are different. My people's interest in you was not intended to be an insult.
Elantok, please understand that I do not find Monkey attractive.
Okay,
the mere thought of being intimate with one of your kind. Our conversation has only proved my point, Elantok, that Monkey and the children of Azurian are as different as night and day. Eldari do not simply see the world differently. They see more than any monkey can ever comprehend.
So, I think the only option... I love this new option here. The Eldari are such arrogant creatures. She sure does, doesn't she, Peter Saber? That's maybe the irony of her whole race. And what do you see in the world around us that I do not? Also, there are definitely children of Assyrian who are super into certain space marines, for one thing.
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another.
It's such a superiority complex.
Will you be able to comprehend my answer? I will need time to put the entire truth of this world into the meager language to which your ears are accustomed.
Still that superiority.
When I find my answer, I will pay you a visit.
Okay, I think I navigated that successfully. Let's see what's going on in this system now that we've arrived. Hello, Lazorian. I hope you have a nice day too. Thank you for dropping by. All right, we're going to visit. We're going to visit the system. Okay, there's 3 planets and some space dust. Oh, we should check on Cassia. Yes, let's actually do that first. Least hostile human elder conversation in Warhammer 40,000 history. No. There's been some of the most powerful people in the Imperium have had relations with Eldar. At least friendly relations at the bare minimum. That's all I'll say. Is Cassia on the bridge right now? Or is she in? Yeah, she's on the bridge. Okay, let's go talk to Cassia. We do need to talk to her. Indeed. Some of those people may in fact be space marines.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
I've heard rumors that you are not getting along well with the crew. Panic flashes in her ruby-red eyes, and your heart starts beating a little faster while your hands go cold. I'm pretty sure that was a successful outcome. As I recall, there's a few different ways to resolve her story with Yolette. She's quite complicated. I'd say they're having very close relations, but they might be hostile. You don't know how hostile that relations are.
Not here. I'm begging you. Aren't noblemen supposed to discuss such things away from the servants?
Fine. Let us go to my study. No one will disturb us there.
Then lead the way, and I will answer all of your questions.
She is pretty freaky, though. I mean, look at those fingernails. She also has scales. She's also scaly. And she has 3 eyes. She is also a mutant. What does you want to talk about, Lord Captain? I have nothing to say to your unfounded accusations about my conflicts with the crew. I did not have intimate relationships with that Xenos. I cannot recall me having a single quarrel with any of your people during my entire time aboard. Oh god. continuous percussive blows to each other can be hostile relations. That's true. The messenger book butchered his own family and then killed himself. Yeah, I'm going to go through all of these. I haven't rebuked a single errand boy on this ship. I think I remember. A kind young man with a shy smile and skillful fingers with too much rotten ochre on his shoulders. I grew tired of the disgusting colour and advised him to lighten his burden by casting the weight of his soldiers. He did not come by the next day or ever again. During the warp forge, you gave the wrong orders, which led to the vessel shifting off course and the service bay being destroyed. I saw something in the warp, something vast, predatory, shimmering with indescribable colours. It came from nowhere and stared at the ship with hundreds of hungry eyes. Right now, there is our path. I decided to change the course while it was still possible, did not want to sow panic. Would it have been better to tell the crew we were heading straight into a monstrous gaping maw? The officers are reluctant to be quartered next to your chambers because of the constant emotional outbursts it causes them. Some even maim themselves and others. I already told you I cannot control my abilities. What else do you want from me? Will I be assigned a pariah chaperone? So, interestingly, there's no text. There's no not thesaurus. What's it called? It's a big book full of definitions of things. Oh my god, my mind's gone completely blank. It's not like a librarium. It's not a dictionary. It's a... What's the thing called? The thing that encyclopedia. Thank you, TRM. There's no encyclopedia entry for pariah. A pariah is a human who is a psychic null point. It's one of the things I think sets humanity apart from pretty much every other psychic species, in that there are some humans, like you belong, Codex works as well. Most humans are psychically susceptible to some level. But nulls or pariahs are 100%, they're like dead spots in the warp. They're basically like an anathema. They're just being in the presence of them hurts warp creatures. And there's very few humans that have the gene, but it is one of the most powerful weapons that humanity has against the archenemy, which is chaos. But it's also not very well known. Famously, Cyphus Cain, who is the author, there's a lot of stories about him. They're a lot of fun to read. This is a slight spoiler. His assistant is a null, and it's one of the reasons that he survives so many deadly situations, because he's just immune to a whole ton of stuff. They're great for dealing with psychers. So she's talking, if she has a pariah near her, she'll lose all of her psychic abilities until the pariah goes away. Would you mind telling me why I need 100 species of bird and what you use them for? Admittedly, I am at a loss myself. The day we arrived on Footfall, I sent a request to the ship's quartermaster and asked him to get me a songbird. But he never asked for clarification, and shortly before we left I had a countless of cages delivered to me, all wrapped in bright red panic with flickering tints of fear. There was a bird in every one. They're almost invisible, not as in you can't see them, but like you can't perceive them. Yeah, they fade into the background and they don't quite connect with other people the same way we do. I think there's sort of an unspoken psychic gestalt that connects all humans in this universe. And the pariahs, or that's why they're called pariahs, the nulls don't fit in to the rest of the human race. So they're always outsiders, they're always a little bit strange, but they're very, very, very powerful for humanity. I was so excited. I thought I would have 100 friends instead of just one. They were squeaking so piteously, I let the poor things out. I even fed them my breakfast and dinner, but the stupid birds would not stop chittering even after bedtime. They were dashing about the room, smacking me in the face with their wings, and defecating. I became angry, and suddenly they started pecking each other, the other's eyes, and attacking me. Then I became afraid, and they fell over dead. I do not think I wish to keep pets anymore. Oh my god. She's such a child. She'll also lose her mind as they get rid of all the psychic. It's like, yes, that's a good point, anyways. It also just drops everything. I think I've heard enough. Will you share your thoughts with me? Okay, this is a very difficult choice. My crew has good reason to fear you. You are truly a monster. From now on, I forbid you to leave your chambers unless absolutely necessary. You have a kind soul, but have difficulty reaching out to people. I could teach you the art of communication, if you like. You have done terrible things, but I would not presume unless you're a person of noble blood. We'll look your steps, and we will find a way to defeat them, I promise. Everyone who's dared to slander you will be punished. There's nothing reprehensible about your actions. I'm going to pick option 2. This seems about the only decent one. Well, possibly option 3 as well, but I'm going to pick option 2. That would be wonderful. My education in URAC 5 was cut short, but I'd at least realized then the wisdom of books is a poor substitute for the wisdom of experience. Very well. Since we are done with this misunderstanding, I'd like to change the subject. It would only be fair for me to ask a few questions now, would it? Do not mistake me. I'm not going to accuse you of anything. It's just that you are worthy, the most worthy interlocutor on the entire ship, and you're always so busy. What would you like to ask? I read a treatise by Pasius de Mobius very recently, who claimed that subjects would never believe their new ruler was better than the old one unless the old one had been a tyrant. No matter the circumstances, the lowborn rebel become deluded about their prospects and rebel in favor of their base desires. What do you make about that? So I've got 3 options here. I read that gnolls are repulsive to human beings because everyone is very slightly psychic. I don't think they're repulsive. I think that's definitely one definition of them. The thing is, the only real gnoll that I can draw a lot of lore on is Jurgen, who is Cyphus Kane's aide. And he was just described as being incredibly smelly, like having a really bad smell to him. So I guess they maybe are repulsive. It's a weird one. Okay, Persuasion 30. Oh, it has always been my opinion that subjects expect 2 things from their sovereign: to abuse power and to bless their babies. Succeed at both, and boring essays become unnecessary. Forgive my temerity, Lady Cassia. I was looking into your eyes and completely forgot your question. I'm afraid I don't have an answer. I'm not familiar with the works of this scholar. I'm going to go for the persuasion check. I'm probably going to fail it. But this is like taking an XCOM shot. This is the 30% shot to win the mission. Failed. I was expecting a serious conversation, but you are laughing in my face. I too give a proper answer to my second question. According to the 20 tomes penned by the preacher Ostiak Ifsvan the Forgotten, mercy and cruelty go through the world hand in hand, but people flock only to one pan of the scales. Would you rather inspire fear in your followers or be magnanimous and choose awe? So I can't pick coercion. I'm not afraid of acquiring a reputation for ruthlessness. I would rather crush a rebellion than condone one. Is that not the greater mercy in the end? Persuasion. I will exercise restraint and lenience in my actions. Excessive suspicion and mistrust harden the hearts of people and turn them against each other. I do have a high chance on fellowship. One must be a tyrant, a friend, and a jester to one's subjects. What matters is that to clearly discern which role is required in the given moment. I'm going to try this one. We succeeded. There is so much power in your words. Power that makes me want to join you. I understand now why your subjects are eager to follow you. We may not think alike, but I do not understand your motives, and yet, may I be candid with you, please? I must confess that sometimes I can hardly bear the burden the house has placed upon me. I feel I am not doing my best. Tell me now. Tell me how you, heir to the Protectorate, can bear the responsibility for billions of lives day after day and not stoop under all the weight. It's not always easy, but I try to lead the dynasty towards prosperity by worthy means. It's my duty whether I like it or not. The inner turmoil is clouding your mind. My Protectorate, my subjects, my title are mere resources that I'm using solely for my own ends. I think I'm going to pick... It's either 1 or 2. Number 3 is pure arrogance. I pick number 1. It's not always easy, but I try. Thank you for your patience, Fros. You are helping me to see the world in different colours, a novel experience for me. Our conversations hold a special place in my heart. Allow me to bid you farewell for now. I'm heading back to my chambers to consider today's conversation. There's also, I think at least one of the Officio Assassination agents are also all nulls. So they are used to specifically to assassinate psychics and demons, and they are nulls. There was an old Siege of Terror series. She was a silent sister. People would often just forget she was present or notice she was there. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, I think we've sorted that out. The Rotated Family Familiar Maintenance Station. The Rotated Familiar has its own maintenance stations located on the flagship and in your residence. Through corresponding upgrades kit, these stations can gain up to 3 levels of improvement. The upgrades are permanent, so if you decide to change your archetype, that's changing your familiar, the stations remain improved. Huh. Where is my upgrade station for my familiar while we're here? Let's see what we can do with it. Examine the source code for any information on the people they were made from. Wasn't the gene biologist the Emperor? No, I don't know that. I don't know much about the creation of the Primarchs. Tech use 20%. Study the service course design. Since you have your coolest relationship, my memoirs to you. Let us start with my childhood. Let's try the tech use roll. Failed. Your attempt is doomed from the start. You're not a tech priest and lack the knowledge to service these sacred machines. The sheer arsenal of buttons and wires on the back of every skull is your days, and you have halfway through your examination. Okay. Can't really do anything there then. There is also a tech use here, but I think that's just going to show me all the people who backed the game. So let's head back to the bridge. Apart from someone who thought she was an angel, even he could barely notice her outside of battle. But she made demons afraid with just her presence. Yeah, the demons can't see her either, I'm pretty sure. Which means it's very hard. They can't really fight nulls because they can't see nulls. It's lore I don't know a lot about, though. So I may be wrong with some of that stuff. This is like deep, obscure Warhammer lore that has been changed over time, and I only know of the very old version of it. Okay, let's have a look at what's going on in this space dust. We found some fuel. Excellent. Okay, let's see what's going on this planet. Things like the Emperor that lived forever. Okay, yeah. With the Emperor being the reborn soul of a whole, like, 200 shamans or something into one body. Okay. The retcons upon retcons. Yeah, let's give them their own chapter. Yes. The magnetic storm is raging upon the planet, blur the gaze of the augur arrays. Only truly powerful diviner machines can see the currents of magnetic fluctuations in their blessed vigil and discover the mysterious of this Emperor-forsaken planet. The rogue trader decided to leave this unwelcome world. Maybe she'll return here one day. Okay, so I need some sort of very powerful magnetic scanner to scan this world. That's old lore, I think. Now does the Emperor is a human thing that lives forever. Yeah, I thought the Emperor was supposed to be a reborn version of a whole bunch of other people, but... The ruins of an ancient imperial city were discovered on a dead world completely deprived of an ecosystem. According to the reports, the entire settlement is contained in a titanic glass dome that once held an artificial atmosphere. Your organs detect the framework of 3 other similar structures that were nearly completed. For whatever reason, the dome systems failed, and left behind is a city, a ghost that never managed to become a proper colony of the Imperium. Send a crew to explore the temple, or discuss to gather as many supplies as possible. During the remaining fury, explore the palace. Let's explore the palace. A lavishly decorated estate of the local ruler towers over rows of featureless bunkhouses. Several explorers perish from cleverly hidden tripwires in the courtyard, but after losing their companions, the team easily disarmed the remaining traps of the castle. Anything of value had been promptly delivered to the rogue trader's vessel. The Lord Captain was given an exquisite sword found in a secret cache that once belonged to the mansion's owner. We got a ghost sword. It's a one-handed power sword. This is a good sword. It looks like an Eldar sword. Yeah, it needs Eldar weapon proficiency. Okay, plus 10% parry. That's a good sword. Let's check the temple district. Oh, what the hell are these? Holy gifts. Okay. The temple district is situated in the heart of the city. The God Emperor statue, intricately carved from precious crystal, is suspended beneath the dome. Doesn't be the case now. Okay, I think, did they also retcon the orc thing, where the orcs could no longer the orc sort of like weird psychic field where if they're given a bit of metal and told it's a gun, then they believe it's a gun hard enough it is a gun? Did that all get retconned away as well? Inspired by this majestic sight, the expedition members set off to explore the area with renewed vigor. Soon enough, they stumbled upon an ancient weapon lying on a pedestal wreathed in sunlight. The expedition brought it back to the ship and told many tales about how the Emperor himself, who had been watching them from above, had directed their attention to the sacred relic. So we got a blessed bolter casing. Single attacks with bolter weapons automatically hit the target. That's insane. It's not good for Argenta, but that is an insane piece of equipment. Let's gather as many supplies as possible. Okay, there's a lot of stuff on this planet. The blessed bolter casing, if that's what I think it is. That looks like it was belong. I'm pretty sure that orc stuff is still the case. Don't know how they explain the being technologically advanced otherwise. Okay. Your people flooded the city like a tidal wave, filled building after buildings, bunkhouse after bunkhouse, receded from its streets just as quickly. They also sang quite powerfully, just don't know. Yes, that's okay. I thought they'd been retconned. There are plenty of useful things from their findings. Let's grab all the fuel then as well. And we grabbed all the fuel. Cool. We've got everything we can from this planet. This planet was very profitable for us. It's extremely fun lore. Extremely fun lore. Some of my favorite orc lore. I do like the orcs a lot. Here we go. I love that they originally began as just football hooligans. Yes, exactly what I thought it meant. Wooden plank. That's why I said that's insane. Yes, we'll start extracting plasteel. Okay. Well, this system turned out to be not as deadly as I feared it would be, but we now need to move on to a new system. That's it, exactly, Deadly Wiz. Let's jump back to the map of the Expanse. Even at full max range, it is busted. Yes, I assumed it was busted. It is indeed busted. Alright, let's chart new routes. I think we're going to go to this system here. System Spec Seculo. It is an unsafe journey, which is fine for us. Let's warp travel. Lord Captain, permission to address you with a request. Our head surgeon is sabotaging the ship's operations. He has quarantined several Voidswind crews on account of piddling sickness. People who don't even go to the medkit when they come down with it. They just wipe their nose and keep working. Only a dozen or so die from it in a whole year. We're sitting on our hands here, so I asked you to talk some sense into them. We're getting near the end of the stream. I did start early. We are actually past the end stream time, but I wanted to jump to the next system before I ended the stream. So we are getting close to the end. The vox clicks and you hear a dry, nonchalant response. Greetings, your ladyship. My name is Lettered Forius, and I am the Surgeon Majoris of this vessel. As your chief medicae specialist, I assure you that the quarantine is well warranted. This piddling sickness has claimed the lives of a number of meritorious officers in the past. This time, I intend to get the epidemic under control, study the disease thoroughly, and develop a proper cure. I hope you will agree that a single period of downtime is a small price to pay for the number of lives that will be saved and the increase in crew performance during other such outbreaks in the future. Yes, that's exactly, it's 1 a.m. for me, and I too am getting EP. Not to mention the fact that we won't have to waste stimulants due to the afflicted using them as a crutch to offset their limited work capacity. How do you intend to study this disease? By gathering enough infected individuals together, letting the illness progress, comprehending its properties, and finally, killing it. The disease goes through several stages, with each containing clues to its nature and vulnerabilities. The Voids will have to stay sick for some time until they discover the cure, assuming, of course, that the disease is reversible in its final stages. Alright, we have a choice to make here. We've got a iconoclastic, a dogmatic, and a heretical. T-Ram, I met an Australian fan at PAX last year, if you remember. There are Australian people who watch my stuff. Not very many. Most of you are Americans. Then there's quite a few people in Germany. But Australia is in the list. Time to go back to sleep. So, the iconoclastic option. Defeating a disease is a noble goal, but I cannot approve of your methods. Find volunteers among the crew who will agree to being infected in exchange for compensation. I expect you to cure every one of them once you are done. The dogmatic option. The Voidsmen are to be treated and put back to work. If you want to test subjects, tell the Master of Arms to provide you with the required number of convicts and other riffraff. Then the heretic. Make the most of it, Forius. If understanding this disease will indeed let you delve deeper into the nature of wicked afflictions, then you have as many test subjects as you need. Is this guy called Lettered Mendele Forius? Yeah, Mendele. You may expand all of them, if that is what it takes. Or we can just... so we're going to do another vote. 1 for Iconoclast, 2 for Dogmatic, 3 for Heretic. I worry what you will pick. Vote start 3-1. Go. So option 1 for Iconoclast, option 2 for Dogmatic, option 3 for Heretical. Looks like people are going for Dogmatic. Interesting. 2 votes for Dogmatic already. 3 votes for Dogmatic. Wow. Got 1 for Wooden Plank for Iconoclast. Another one for Iconoclast from Gab. So it's a close vote. If you want to get your voice heard, this is a vote to get involved in. Dangerous pushed it to a draw between option 1 and option 2. Lazorian, you need to add exclamation mark to and V and to your V to your 2. So exclamation mark V. There you go. You got it. You got it. Nice work. All right. Option 1 is jumping into the lead. Thank you for joining in, Alec Weldo. We've got a very tight vote here between option 1 and option 2. Someone has to occasionally keep it interesting. We're going to run out of time. Option 2 is just ahead with 6 votes to 5. I think this is one of the most voted on votes we've had in a long time. Thank you everybody for getting involved with the vote. That's very fun. We're about to run out of time on the vote. It looks like, that vote from Crustacean Type Beat, that's it, Crustacean Type Beat has pushed that to 7 votes, and that is 1. We're picking the dogmatic option. There was some heretics in chat, wasn't there? The Voidsmen are to be treated and put back to work. What penalties the Imperial Votes put? I don't want to know. You did indeed win, Deadly Wiz. If you want to test subjects, tell the Master Arms to provide you with the required number of conflicts and other riffraff. This may limit the potential of the study, but the approach is also acceptable. I will make up the lack of material with my expertise. Thank you for taking your crew's health into consideration. Should you require my services, you may find me on the bridge, your ladyship. Lord Captain, I bring dire news. A feud has broken out between the clans that maintain the Void Shielder race. Rumor has it the late Lady Theodora was sealed in the lower decks, and so one of the families called for a rebellion against the usurper of the Void Ship. That is you. So far, no one believes their mad tales, but unrest began at the fringes of the compartments. The ship's enforcers are ready to eliminate the incendiary clan or pacify the entire Void Shield crew. The choice is yours. What is the story about Lady Theodora? Find the rumors and punish those responsible. Destroy the rebellious clan. Pacify the entire Void Shield crew. I have no desire to meddle affairs of ancient Void Ship clans. Let them sort it out among themselves. What is the story about Lady Theodora? Rumors of Lady Theodia's presence on the Void Ship have been circulating for a long time, and appear to be a deliberate provocation against the ordinary drunken ramblings. Perhaps someone is intending stirring up the masses to rebel against you. Or perhaps it is the influence of the warp. Enforcers are already investigating, but right now, we need to stop the conflict from escalating any further. As long as the unrest continues, the Void Ship shields will not be operating at full capacity. This is frustrating. I don't want to deal with the Void Shield clans. Find the source of the rumors and punish those responsible. I don't want any unnecessary deaths. Destroy the rebellious clan and find a replacement. Pacify the entire crew. You know what, chat? I hope you're ready to vote again, because I don't know what to pick here. Vote start. So it's 4 options. The 4 options that are on the screen as numbered. Option 1, find the source, no deaths. Option 2, destroy the clan. Option 3, get rid of the entire Void Shield crew. Option 4, I don't care. I don't want to deal with this. You guys are going to vote on it. It's going to take 1 minute. Deadly Wish, you were slightly too early on your vote. It hasn't been counted. So you just want to vote again.
She was sleeping in your bed. You saw it yourself.
Yes, 2 shows in total. She was sleeping in my bed. Thank you, everyone, so much for voting. It is so cool that you get involved. I don't think vote 1 counts, Daedra, if it has not done no caps. Oh, it did count. Cool. They can't shield themselves from the consequences. You are very funny. This is a very tight vote. 3 votes for option 1, 4 votes for option 2, 3 votes for option 3. They handle many things. Yes. I thought they handled customer complaints. Oh, it's a draw now between option 1 and option 2. We've got less than 30 seconds left on the vote. In fact, it's a draw between all 3. If you give me a draw between all 3, I'm going to scream. Wooden Plank Games pushing it forward. T-Rip also pushing it forward. Ooh. Crustacean also coming in clutch for option 1. I think that could be the decider. Heresy spreads better to take them all out. Voting closed. Democracy. It's find the source of the rumors and punish those responsible. I don't want any unnecessary deaths. Sorry, Pilong, you were just a little bit too late for that vote. Lord Captain, as Seneschal Viserion would say, there are no innocents in such cases. The clans are endangering the entire Void Ship, tussling over a strange and obviously false rumor. If you so desire, I will convey your wishes to the enforcers later, but right now the unrest must be stopped and the people return to their direct duties or replaced. My wishes, Voxmaster, are for the enforcers to sort out the situation before we forfeit the crew wholesale. Investigate the rumors and find the real culprits. And no violence. Okay, I'm going to double down on it because it's what you voted on, but it's probably going to go bad for me for doing this. I'll see to it, Lord Captain. Oh god, another one. Lord Captain, I keep receiving reports about malfunction among the various ship systems. This time we are dealing with inexplicable temperature fluctuations. Thermal control failures are observed not only in individual compartments, but even in the soldiers' protective equipment. Several crew members have suffered from burns and frostbite. The tech priests are performing the rite of machine spirit pacification and remain convinced that the issues are caused by the spirit's obstinacy and defiance. The reports claim the incidents remain well within the scope of expected performance parameters. That's fun to say. Over the last few days, complaints about the malfunctioning thermal controls have dwindled, but the crew members have started whispering that our vessel is haunted. The tech priest's assurances that only the machine spirit's temperatures are to blame are doing nothing to dissuade the ridiculous rumors. Voxmatter's doing too much backvoxing to the captain. Yeah, well, how dare they? I hope you're going to be going anywhere anytime soon, for as I know. Oh, okay, apparently we're doing a thing. You need to ship a new crew, and Voxmaster might as well move in with you at this point. Oh, I'm actually getting really tired, and I want to end the stream, but I'm going to wait for this. Hey, I guess that's what... It is indeed Mexum, yes. I got to play it live. Oh, why am I taking a bath randomly? What is happening? Am I about to get burnt in my bath? Now I'm flying! Now my bath is bleeding! Oh my god! What the hell? Ship's haunted. There's my gun. Kibble. Okay, that was brilliant, Peter Separation. That's hilarious. That's so funny. I do have the DLC. I have all the DLC. Sourback. How could you let this happen? An assassination attempt upon the rogue trader in her own chambers, or right under the noses of your forcers? A fierce growl rumbles deep in Abelard's voice, bathed in blood a second time. The Master-at-Arms radiates grim fury. Her eyes are dark, her lips pure and pursed. With a practiced hand, she removes the maul from her belt and offers it to you. An unforgivable error. I accept full responsibility and ask for due punishment. I want an explanation, not vain self-chastisement. Put that weapon away and report. Sauerbach hesitates. Understood, Lord Captain. Reporting. All adjacent decks have been isolated. We have begun our search for the culprit, and a set of investigation headquarters on the officer's deck. The substance has been analyzed and confirmed to be blood containing traces of major mutations. While it poses no risk of infection to your ladyship, the very presence of such genetic aberration aboard is a serious threat to the safety of the ship and must be addressed properly. Once word of this gets out, many of the crew will share it as a brazen challenge to your status as rogue trader. What genetic aberration? The heresy of mutation. Mutants are vicious beasts who sow only ruin and death. They are devoid of all humanity, and the vile blood that runs through their veins feeds their unclean thoughts and urges. Numerous accounts speak of entire colonies falling prey to bloody uprisings staged by these creatures, all because their governors were too squeamish to order genetic purges. You don't say. I wonder why somebody we don't consider human and exterminate by thousands would think to revolt. Cab channel, come on. What a crazy mystery. Alas, the Imperium's enemies are not limited only to those outside its borders. Mutants can become a considerable threat, especially when given the chance to organize. The heretics have revealed themselves and are eager to fight? Then fight we shall. Let the vessel be purged of their filth. Slaanesh doesn't like you. Cornish trying to make you look more bloody. Please don't let Daddy Nurgle be next. Could this have been an assassination attempt? Then they would have filled the bath with acid or poison instead. There are easier ways to kill someone than drowning them in blood, as foul as that blood may be. I beg to differ. Were something that started to happen to me, my heart would surely stop. What do you intend to do next? At once everyone present gets to their knees. Lord Captain, this incident has cast a shadow on our honor. We only ask them for one thing. A chance to absolve ourselves of our guilt. Allow me to head to the officer's deck at once that I may lead the investigation personally. Lord Captain, on previous occasions it was your intervention that resolved a matter that my own rigidity had only succeeded in making worse. With all due respect to Mrs. Sauerbach, perhaps she would benefit from your fresh perspective. Seneschal, do you think so little of me that you would rob me of a chance to defend my honor? I will handle the investigation myself. I'm going to pick curious to see the Master in Arms in action. I will preside over the investigation. Sauerbach clearly implies Gene Stillard, yes. Of course, Lord Captain. I will arrange for an air figure status to be prepared on the officer deck. The rogue train is... Okay, this is the maintenance status thing. Okay. That is going to have to be where we end the stream for tonight. Next time we will investigate what on earth happened with my weird bloodbath. And we'll level everybody up because we've got level ups available. We'll also vote on who we're going to take in the party for the next section of the game. But for now, we are going to save the game, and I'm going to go to bed. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. I especially enjoyed having you here for the how many arms the Emperor has due to his issue solved. That's a great way to do bid-letting. For the Nebulous Fate Command trailer. That is now live on my stream, on my channel, as well as a video from the campaign, if you're interested in watching that. I just want to take a second to thank Deadly Wiz again for their immense support and everyone else who supports as well. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. You are all amazing people. Please don't forget that. And I hope you all have a wonderful morning, noon, night, or wherever it is where you are. I will endeavor to get you another Xenonauts 2 tomorrow, but I am going to a birthday party, so I may not be able to record. If I don't, I'll make sure I get a bunch out on Saturday. Until then, have a wonderful day. I'll catch you in the next video. See you later. Ciao for now.